Chicago. Love for Chicago, man. Love for the whole comedy world. We lost a young legend right there. He was on the rise. He was only, I believe Ken Flores was only 27 years old, man. And it's just a testament that you gotta take care of your health, my dogs. You gotta take care of your health. But with that said, Casey, is it game time?
It's game time.
Well, let's get this shit poppin', baby. Welcome to Hoodstocks Monday evening. We ain't been here on a Monday evening in a cool minute, but we make accommodations sometimes. Exclusive interview just for y'all, motherfuckers. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's game time.
I look good, huh? Can you smoke on the... Yeah?
Yeah, I'll give him one. I'll give him his own. I'll give him his own, bro.
Hell
yeah. Yeah. Chop City on the beat. Yeah, we got an ashtray.
Okay.
You can use that one too. Give him his own though. Yeah, it's better like that though. There you go, man. Nice and comfy, baby. My G's, I see everybody tapped in. Renee, 5'5" Crip, I see you. Lucky looks like he just jumped off for forklift after putting in overtime. Hey, dog. That's the damn truth, my G's. I just got off work, bro. Real in the field out here, dog. Shit. Got up at 4 something in the morning, and here we are doing a podcast, man. This is called the double up, bro. This is called I'm going to my second job, and no, it's not AutoZone. Some motherfuckers got a second job. It's crazy, bro. I work with some union dudes, and sometimes they got a second job. I'm like, bro, you're in the union making great money. You feel me? Like, what the fuck, dog? You know?
Hell yeah.
But some people are just workaholics, dog. You know what I mean? They just love to work.
Hell yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm not like that though, bro. I love my mornings, homie. You know? Like, I like to wake up when the fuck I want to wake up.
Oh yeah.
That's why I'm here on the second job. Hopefully one day the second job trumps the great job that I have for the 9 to 5. Don't get it twisted, right? I put in the work to get that union job. Went to school for 5 years. I mean, but anyways, this today's podcast ain't about me, man. San Gabriel Valley, stand the fuck up.
Yeah.
We got a problem in the building, baby. We got a problem, man. Houston, we got a problem. I want everybody to give a warm welcome to our guest today, Problem, the Goon. Let's go.
What's the deal? What's up with it?
How you doing, my G?
Shit right here, chilling, big chilling and all that.
Appreciate you, my dog.
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you, dog.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those that, hey, you know, there's traffic and, you know, shit happens sometimes, you know what I mean? You know, usually you're early, right?
Yeah, usually I'm always early, but yeah, it was kind of late.
It is what it is, and it's all good, brother. You know what I mean? We're just happy that you made it here safely, brother.
Yup.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time in the making.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been trying to, like, I've been, everybody watching you, everybody's seeing you, bro. You know, in the city, right? You know, you're doing your thing, bro, and your music is good too. Your music is good too.
Yeah.
You know, like I would never, like, if I didn't think, I've had guests on here, my G, that I knew they did music, and not one time did I tell them, look them in their face and say your music was good. I'm gonna tell you that your music is good, bro. Like, you got a lot of great potential. Like, you can really, really do it.
Yeah.
How long you been fucking with the music for?
For like 2 years.
2 years, that's it?
Yeah, like a little bit, like almost 2 years now, yeah.
Did you recently tell somebody or make an announcement that you were quitting rap?
Yeah, well,
because I saw that in the comments. That's
I did want to fucking quit. I did want to quit at one point. It was over something stupid. It was just like gang of shit was going on, and then I just seen like the drop of fucking daily listeners and shit. So I like on Spotify and that shit fucking like got me pissed off. So I fucking was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna do it no more. But
you know what? I feel you too, dog. Because sometimes like you sometimes an artist or an individual that is real in the field, real from the streets, you know what I mean? Stands tall, bro. Feels like, man, why ain't these numbers right? Well, they don't deserve my shit then, homie.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna put some respect on my music, then you don't deserve my shit. And I could say maybe you potentially felt a little bit like that, huh?
Yeah, my thing was like, everybody's always telling me my shit is good and this and that, but I'm not seeing it. Like, I'm not seeing, like, what these people are telling me, I'm not seeing it fucking happen to me. Like, why you guys telling me that it's great and this and that, but I can't, like, what the fuck? Like, why is it not going nowhere then? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's going somewhere. I'm not fucking seeing it because whatever I'm going through in my daily life, but I don't know. I don't really see, like, nothing. I don't know.
Mr. Problem or Goon?
It's Problem, yeah.
Problem, okay. Problem. So sometimes you got to work a little harder than others. Everybody's journey is a little different, dog. You know what I mean? And sometimes you can see, and I'll speak from this in the podcast world. Bro, there's cats that started a podcast and bam, overnight, bro, they had my numbers. You feel me?
Yeah.
They had my numbers of 6 years. And that shit hurt a little bit, bro, sometimes. But at the end of the day, that's their journey, homie. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you get something real easy, maybe they don't take care of it right. But when you work really, really hard for it, and you go through the journey, you put in that motherfucking elbow grease, dog, you know what I mean? Once you get that bag or once you hit that plateau, you're gonna cherish that bitch, bro.
Yes,
and you're gonna take care of it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody's journey is different, brother. And I say that to say don't get discouraged, brother. Stay the course.
Yeah.
Stay the course. If your music was trash, like I have you here for you and your music. You know what I mean? Sometimes I have people here for them. You feel me? Well, today at Hoodstocks, I have the homie Problem right here for himself and his music. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm not no fucking, my word is my opinion in music. Hey, it's just my opinion. You know what I mean? But I think you got something, bro. You got something great. What do you think? Sometimes it may be a detriment to yourself that might be slowing down the process. I mean, because do you look at yourself, step beside yourself, and be like, "Hey, dog, you got to fix that problem. You tripping, bro?" Or you know what I mean? Is there certain things that you can fix to maybe get further in the music game?
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of shit I could be doing, but fucking, I'm struggling with a gang of little shit, so it's just like
life is hard right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what, brother? That's you got to make music about that shit, bro. I mean, you don't want to put all your hang on all your laundry, bro. But sometimes when you're going through some things, bro, put it out in the music, bro. And then people, who knows? Maybe you can give them some stuff and they relate to it, Every song ain't got to be about taking a motherfucker's head off. I mean, those are fun to listen to, dog. You know what I mean?
Those are my favorite ones.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nobody ever goes to jail over a love song. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, we like that gangbanging shit,
Hell yeah.
Even though I don't promote it, brother. But like, if you run up on me, I'm gonna probably, I'm gonna handle mines, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I'm a little bit older, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't ever like. The homies, bro, you know what I mean? I don't, I get it, dog. It's the game and it is what it is, fool, you know what I mean? And I ain't, you know what I mean? I'm not above the program, no how, no way, dog. You know what I mean? This is what it is, dog, far before me. But I really like, the homies, I just want them to get the bag, get the money, dog, you know what I mean? And we don't need to, but anyways, that's a whole nother thing, dog. I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah.
I apologize for that, bro.
Nah, you straight.
Yeah, but Basset?
Yeah, Basset Grande.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. Been with some of the fellas, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, on the yards and shit. Basset, man. Basset's tell me a little bit about Basset, like the area of Basset, dog. That's an old school hood right there, right?
It's old barrios from back in 47, I believe, and
that's old, bro.
Yeah.
47?
Yeah, 1947.
Is that one of the oldest hoods in SGV?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know the history about like the other barrios around me, but I'm sure probably like one of the oldest barrios because we were a car club back in the day. So
is it really 47?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you were a car club back in the day.
It was a car club back in the day, yeah.
But it's no longer. There's no longer a car club.
No, because used to be those night owls as a car club.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I was watching a video of yours today, and you had the like car club Basset shirt on. So that's just paying homage to the beginnings.
No, honestly, that shirt is just because they had it in the minimum on the Vado, so it was like a new shirt and it said Basset on it, so all the homies were buying it. But
okay,
it had nothing to really do with that though. But it wasn't more of like a car, it was a car club back then. yeah, Simone. It was a car club, but it wasn't nothing about that. But that shirt, I just liked it. But
so in your area, bro, they sell shirts that say Basset.
Yeah, like you go in the mini mall in the hood right there on Amar, and they have shirts that say Basset on it. Basset shirts say they have different types of Basset shirts in there.
Okay, and so what is Basset? The representation of Basset is a certain area.
Well, Basset's pretty much it's a district within a city, so it's in between La Puente and Avocado Heights.
Got you. Thank you, brother, for breaking that down to me, because I didn't know that, dog.
Yeah.
So and it's kind of like Los Angeles, like Northeast Los Angeles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just a district.
You know, there's Highland Park. You know what I mean?
There you go.
There's Cypress Park. There's Glasso Park. You know?
Yeah.
It's just certain sections. You know? Areas, name of the area.
Yeah, Simon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So the actual city is Avocado Heights and La Puente, but we're just a district within the city. But we have our own zip code and everything. Like, so it's 91746. La Puente is 91744. So like, we have our own zip code and everything, but it's not a city.
That's the hood to be from, huh? You get your own zip code and everything, dog.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, shout out to Anthony Cruz for that $5. Make a motherfucker holla, baby. Appreciate you guys, man. Hey, appreciate everybody tapping in right now. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Casey.
Yes, sir.
So, Casey, check it out, bro. Don't ever commit a crime, mijo. Don't ever commit a crime. What would you do, Casey, if you fucking got caught up in the county jail, and the first cell you walk up in, and this guy's standing right there looking at you, bro? Huh? What's the first thing What's the first thing you're gonna think, dog?
I'm gonna say, well, I'm a size 12.
The fuck out of here, bro.
I've barely seen him right now.
Oh, you barely seen him?
I barely seen him. I was like, wait, who's that?
Who's that motherfucker? Fucking.
Oh shit.
What are the great things about the area of Basset, brother?
It's beautiful. It's fucking great weather. Fucking.
It's great weather.
Hell yeah.
Southern California, yeah.
Hell
for
yeah.
sure.
Fucking this, got Chris's right there in the hood. Chris's Burgers, best spot. I think.
Chris's Burgers?
Chris's Burgers right there in Amar is the best spot, I think, in California.
Okay. What's good about them burgers? 'Cause, you know what I mean? I'm
it's
a
not
foodie,
even the
bro.
burgers. You gotta go for the chili cheese fries.
Ooh.
Basset style. You go and you tell them I want Basset style chili cheese fries. They're gonna get you that Basset style chili cheese fries.
Is that right? Real shit?
Real shit.
Is that like they don't, you gotta, if you know, to
Yeah,
ask
like
for
it's
that.
not on the menu. Like it's like, like you just go up like, let me get them Basset style chili cheese fries, and they already know. Like, oh, okay, you want the Basset style chili cheese.
Okay. So the dude that didn't know, you see him walking with so say somebody's watching this, bro.
Yeah.
The dude that didn't know, he orders the chili cheese fries, and then here comes problem. He got the Basset style chili cheese fries.
Yeah.
And so what's the difference between the
Well,
order?
it has like it puts onion. They put extra like onion on top with the carne asada and shit. Carne asada, so that shit's fire right there. Like that shit's fucking bomb. But sometimes you could get it with the pastrami too. But I always get carne asada. That shit. I like carne asada chili cheese fries. I get that shit every day, literally. I eat that shit every day.
Is that right? Are you worried about like high cholesterol or anything like that?
I mean, fucking,
We're young. When you're young, you don't give a fuck about a heart attack, homie.
Yeah, I just.
You're like, lucky you worry about that, homie. I'm 48, bro, so I just think about shit.
Yeah,
I'm 48,
Oh,
dog.
damn, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I think about heart attacks and cholesterol, bro. How old are you, my boy? If I don't
28?
28.
I mean, 27, my bad. 20. I'm about to be 28. I'm about to be 28.
And you know one thing about us, bros, we always want to be older, bro. Until you get older and you're like, fuck, it's gotta stop, bro.
I don't want to get older. When I was little, I wanted to get older. I remember when I was like 5, 7 years old, like I was like, man, I want to be 18 already. Like, but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why, but it always seems like within the like when I was younger, like you always wanted to be older, bro. You know?
Yeah.
You always want to be older. Until you get older, then like I said, you know what I mean? It's like, man, please stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Father time is anyways, so that's cool, man. So it's called Chris's, huh?
Yeah, Chris's Burgers right down Amar.
Chris's Burgers. And so you did. I'm gonna check it out. 100% check it out. Maybe we'll roll up together.
Yeah. I'm always there.
You know, bro. You know, I'm always there.
For real, literally, I'm always there.
Bro, I'm worried about your health, homie. Are you there more than the gym? Do you go to the gym?
I was going to the gym and then I stopped. Then I went back and I kind of like just fell off, honestly.
Is that right? Do you have a gym membership?
Nah, I used to have a Ghost Gym membership, but when I was living in South Central, but then fucking yeah.
Do you have is there an LA Fitness in your area?
Yeah, but I think it's like in Ballin Park though.
Is it cool for you to get out that way?
Yeah, I go wherever I want.
Exactly,
yeah.
brother. But I'm just saying. I mean, I don't. Sometimes you stay out of certain sections. You know what I mean?
Oh no, I don't. I mean, like I live in my. I don't live in my neighborhood. I live in my enemy's neighborhood. So it's like that's
Yeah,
not,
no, for sure. Well, brother, you know what I mean? Maybe I can help you get an LA Fitness membership, bro, because we're sponsored by LA Fitness, dog.
Oh, for real?
Would you like that, brother?
For real, just like what? Like
I'll get your membership, bro. You start working out, bro. Get your mind right, bro. Get the stress out, dog. You know what I mean? Free, dog.
free?
Free, fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'll make it happen, bro. Casey, we can make that happen, can't we?
Yeah, we can.
We can get problem a motherfucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A gym membership, yeah, dog. At least a 6 month little shot, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's cool. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
That's tight. Hell yeah.
Yeah, motive too, man. Look at that fool right there. We got the guns out.
Yeah, I do need to work out though. I'm not gonna lie, cause when I got out of prison, I was in shape, and then fucking my hyena fucking low key just feeding me like a motherfucker. So I got fat as fuck.
Yeah.
Was it your Heiner or Chris's Burgers, dog?
Well, both. It was both at the time. It was both at the time when I
Is
got
your
out.
Heiner named Chris? Yeah, real shit, dog. Hey, bro, you know what? That's the beautiful thing about being young, dog. And you know what? You guys, you do you, man. Do you, but you can just eat whatever the fuck you want, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, and that's the great thing about being young. But anyways, I seen a vlog, bro. I seen a vlog, and I think it was you, bro. Pretty sure it was you. It was a Basset vlog.
Oh, like a hood vlog?
Like a hood vlog.
Oh yeah, Simone. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was us.
and they were like, man, ain't nobody saying the N word around here or something
Nah.
like that.
Yeah, we don't tolerate that over there.
And that's solid, bro. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? And
I mean, people
respect
talk like
it, bro.
that, but you know, I mean, I like people talk like that. Whatever. I just prefer not to talk like that because I wasn't raised like that, so that's just how
You know what? Check this out, bro. I'm telling you guys. I was saying it like around 2000, and I had got out of Calipat 4-yard in like end of 2006. And then I was with all my young homies at the time, and they were all saying the N-word, bro. They had me saying it, bro. You know what I mean? That was real shit. Like around that time, I was saying it. Then my homeboy Villain, rest in peace. Love you, my dog. Rest in peace, dog. But he was like, "Hey, look, what the fuck, homie? I mean, we were raised like that." And I said, "You know what, dog? You're right, homie. Because you know what I mean. And I respect the homie. You know what I mean? And I stopped saying it, dog. Real shit, real easy. You know what I mean? But anyways, I seen that video and I thought it was real. I thought it was real commendable. What I wanted to say this, I lost my train of thought. But so the cuck community or whatever it is, what is it called? The community. It's like a podcast, bro, with AD. Food community.
Fig Community?
Fig community, something like that. And so they had Blasey on there. We've had Blasey on here before.
Yeah.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah, I saw that.
And so Blasey dropped the N-word because he felt comfy. He felt comfy. He the only Mexican right there. I mean, Blasey's not a homie, but he's kind of like a homie. But he's not a homie. You know what I mean? He's a resident, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But who knows? If he got busted, he might run with the paisas, dog. I'm not sure, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, he be like, man, fuck. I see Problem over there. I see Lucky over there. You know what I mean? Lucky's got his dick out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, and so he dropped it, bro. He dropped it, and AD was cool. But the dude sitting next to him said, "Nah, homie, what the fuck you just say? Nah, that you ain't gonna be saying that around me, bop, bop, bop." And then AD was like, "Hey, bro, chill. He Mexican." Like AD was like saying, "Hey, it's cool if Mexicans say it." And he's like, "Well, I'm not cool with that." You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna be saying that word.
Yeah.
You know? And he goes, "You're letting him say that, but I'm not." So now you putting yourself in a vulnerable position, dog. You're putting yourself in a vulnerable position that you could potentially someone get at you like that. And what are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do? You gonna take flight because you feel disrespected because you using the N-word, bro? That's dumb as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
You taking flight? Okay, yeah, you should take flight, bro. No matter what. Don't tolerate no disrespect. I get that, bro. You know what I mean? Depending on the individual, bro. But why are you taking flight? Or why would you be getting mad? Or why would you
put
be
yourself in that situation?
Yes. Why would you be putting yourself in that situation, bro? Using the N-word, bro.
Yeah.
And but you gonna catch a complejo about it? You gonna fight now?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not what Blasey did. And I think Blasey is like I use this word very little, bro, but he's like a sweet dude, like a cool dude, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Not sweet like sugar in his tank, you know what I mean? Just like you know what I mean? He's just sweet, bro. He cool, bro. You know what I mean? He's a nice guy, bro.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, dog. You know what I mean? But now you're putting yourself in a position, bro. And
I used to tell fools that too. When I was in prison, I used to tell homies like, well, actually when I was in the county, even when I was in the guys, I tell my little homies like, don't say that because you're gonna get to a certain place where it's not tolerated, and it's like you're gonna put yourself in a situation like we don't talk like that. It is what it is, and just that shouldn't be in your vocabulary, like straight up. But I mean, people are like, oh, I'll do what I want, but it's like you get to certain places, and it's like you're gonna put yourself in a situation, and you already have that what do you call it? That fucking habit of doing it. So when you try to break the habit when you really need to, it's gonna bite you in the ass because you're gonna say it in front of somebody, and it's just gonna, So it's like, why put yourself in a situation? I don't know. A lot of youngsters just are kind of like, I mean, I'm hard-headed too, but it's just like I'm not stupid,
You pick and choose your fights, so.
What
Right?
do you mean?
You're hard-headed, but you're gonna pick and choose your fights.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's one fight that you're not gonna like. You know what I mean?
Like I'm not dumb, Like that's just like okay, like nah. Well,
So my next question to you in regards to now that we put that together, that yes, that was you and that was your hood. Shout out to Basset, homies. A lot of love, bro. I've done a lot of time with a lot of homies from Basset, bro. Always solid individuals, bro. Yeah. So is that trickled down from them being old school homies in the hood still? Because sometimes the streets lose their way, dog, because a lot of homies are washed up, bro. A lot of homies are they out, but they ain't on the guys no more because they just trying to do the family thing. They're trying to stay out the way in a sense, you know what I mean?
Nah, but see, like, there is that, but I mean, like, there's still a lot of older homies from Nevada that are still in the hood, like, older homies. Like, I got homies in Nevada still that are, like, 62, like, that I, like, talk to a lot, mostly. I hang around with mostly, but, like, they're all old school homies, like, and, yeah, those are the ones I like. I mean, there's not. I mean, homies even come that are not doing the family thing. They still come. They'll pull up to Christmas, see all the little homies right there. Like.
It's like a family environment.
Yeah,
in a sense.
Yeah. Well,
since,
sometimes it gets like certain things happen, but like everybody knows like there's families right there. Like it's a fucking burger joint. Like there's no point of rolling up when what streets we on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like that would just be kind of like I don't know. That's out to me. I wouldn't do no shit like that.
Yeah, and you know what? When I seen that, I really, really just like I admired it. I respect it, bro. Because at the end of the day, like we in SGV, right? You feel me? We're not in South Central. Like the homies South Central, like bro, those are the neighbors. Those are the you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little different, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I get that on that side. Are areas that are a mixture of both races.
My ladies on the front.
But anyways. I thought that was cool, bro, and I thought it was commendable. But having a neighborhood, too, that's been around since 1947, dog, you know what I mean? There's probably a lot of still old school influence.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you were saying, you hang around a dude who's 62 years old. How's I hanging around with a fucking OG who's 62 years old? Them fools are talking shit, huh? Fucking assholes,
yeah. Nah, but I mean, my old homie that I kick it with all the time, my homie Bugsy, that's my OG right there. I kick with him tough, but he's just always talking to me and just like, it's like every time I talk to him, it's like he's teaching me something, It's like every time I talk to my older homie, he's always teaching me something or he's telling me something like just that I need to know, like just information that he's just like, because he used to read books in prison and all that shit. I used to like being set up with the older homies because I've learned a lot of shit from older homies being like locked up in the cell with them, like homies that been down years and shit. Like I learned a lot of my fucking shit with them, but I like being around them because, like, I don't know, when I get around, like, youngsters, not even youngsters, like, fools my age or younger, I don't know, I start getting, like, real, I don't know, I just start getting, like...
Aggressive?
I start getting, because, like, some of them, like, I don't know, like, a lot of youngsters, like, even in prison, like, I've been different fools that are from different neighborhoods and they're young, it's just, like, I don't know, some of them don't act right to me, like, they're just, like, why, I don't know.
Would you consider yourself, you got somewhat of, like, an old soul, huh?
Yeah, I guess, I mean, obviously I mess around. Like, I like to be with my youngins from the hood and, mess around with them and stuff like that. But, like, sometimes I just, like, I guess I'm grumpy sometimes. Because my little homie's like, oh, you're a grumpy ass fool. Like,
why would they go, are you a grumpy dude, bro?
Nah, I mean, I wake up in the morning, I'm talking shit to my celly. I wake up in the morning, I'm, messing around. Like, I'm a morning person. I'm not a grumpy person. But, I mean, like, if I get pissed off, yeah, I fucking, I kind of, like, I trip sometimes, like I trip more than I should, but I mean, maybe that's what they're talking about, being grumpy like that. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I get pissed off and I just fucking start like taking out on everybody. So
would you consider yourself as somewhat? I mean, they call you problem, right? So you consider yourself somewhat of a bully, maybe?
Nah, hell nah. Cause I never see, the thing is like that. I never bullied none of my homies younger than me, and I have been in situations where I could have like straight smashed on somebody before and just didn't because it's like. I don't know, like, even though like I should have because of the situation, I didn't because it's just like, but.
Shout out to Motive, man. Motive, is that you sitting right there dropping $20?
Oh, shit.
Let me get some more of that rubbing alcohol, dog, please.
Can I get some too?
Yeah, Motive brought some motherfucking vodka, bro. I was like, God damn it, you got a cut? You got a cut or something? Yeah, damn it, bro. Do we have any of that left, bro? Is it gone, Motive? Oh, damn, bro, you've tore that shit up.
Motive.
Let me get one of those Modelo's right there. I got a Modelo in the fridge, bro. Let me get one of those bad boys. Going, though?
Yeah,
I think there's 2 of them in there, though.
Hey, Motive.
Yeah.
Some say Lucky wants to be a part of the Destiny Child. Is that like a chicks group or something, bro?
Yeah, come on. You know what Destiny Child is.
I would like to be a part of that group, though. Hell yeah. I'll be all up in that motherfucking changing room. Helping out. Shit. How was it raised growing up, brother? Were you raised with moms and pops?
Yeah, mom's, she was around, but like she got busted too. My dad was busted fucking fucks and for a while.
Are they from the turf too, bro?
Yeah.
Okay, so you were like a real hood baby then.
Yeah, well, my grandpa's from the hood, but he's from Basset Chicos, like the other side of the hood. So it's like pretty much just Grande and Chicos, it's whatever side of the tracks he grew up on, the big side or the little side. So,
but it's still Basset though, right?
It's still Basset though. Yeah.
Got you. Okay,
but
I mean, how is it? That's interesting, brother, because I have a lot of we've had a lot of homies here on Hoodstocks, bro. But the ones that were raised like you, that had like generations from the hood, is a little different. Your life is a little different in comparison.
Yeah.
To say mine, you know what I mean? Because neither of mine were, were like that, bro. So you were like, just like you were raised, you a hood baby, bro.
Yeah.
You a hood baby, man. How was your life, bro? Raising up, growing up.
I mean, it was like, I guess every other kid, like just running the streets, kind of running the streets, whatever, doing my little thing, and just, when I was growing up, it was cool, and then, like a lot of shit started happening, like with fucking moms, having a boyfriend and shit like that, just certain shit like that, regular shit that I think every kid kind of goes through, so, but, yeah, it was just like a, gang of little bullshit going on in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
Motherfuckers always fighting and shit.
Yeah, shit like that, fucking fights and shit and fucking...
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
I try not to break that cycle because I was raised like that, always fighting in the house, bro. So that's one cycle that I try not to break. Sometimes people try to break certain cycles, But I'm like, man, the chaos has got to it's kind of, the kids, no, that's not right. The kids don't like that shit, dog.
Yeah, hell no. That's why, I do it, but I don't want to. Like, sometimes it's like, fuck, I'm like, damn, I'm doing this shit. My fucking, my kids are going to hear this shit.
How many kids do you have?
I only have one.
One kid?
Yeah, I have one.
Boy or girl?
My son. Yeah, my son.
How old's your son?
3.
3. Congratulations, brother.
That's my baby right there.
That changed your life at all?
Yeah, it did. As far as when I first got out, because I got out when he was born. So when I got out when he was born, fucking I was kind of late to his birth, because of my fucking fuck ups in fucking jail and shit. I caught more time. But, so when I got out though, I remember first holding him. It didn't really hit me until I got busted again. When I got busted again and I got out and he was already 9 months. And that's when he was 9-8 months and he was really big. And I remember, and I was like, damn. And then it started different shit started hitting me. I started not really, cause before I was reckless as fuck, I would get into shit just to get into shit. I still kind of do sometimes, but I kind of avoid a lot of shit. Sometimes I'm like, damn, fucking before I would have fucking
yeah.
But I kind of I think, and then too, different things, the way I treat, the way I talk to younger, fools and shit, when I talk to them, it kind of the little homies that want to be from the neighborhood, I kind of obviously, I would want little homies from my neighborhood, but at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I have a son now, and it's fucking, I think about it, and I'm like, fuck, like I'm about to fucking change this fool's whole fucking life, the way he, you know, like, cause some of these kids are not really raised in the streets. They just come around and they think it's the cool thing, and they come around and then it's like, you're gonna change this whole kid's fucking life. And it's like, I've done it, and it's like, I'd be sitting there like, fuck. And sometimes I'm like, fuck, I could stop it, but I'm just like, I don't know. For some reason I don't when I could, and then it just kind of like fucks with me a little bit, like, cause I don't want nobody to do that to my son. I would never want my son from a neighborhood ever. I wouldn't want any younger like kids to get into a neighborhood, because it's just like, people think it's like this thing they see, but it's like when it gets like to the deep of the shit what you're going through, like especially in jail and fucking like the shit that goes on inside of everything, like the neighborhood shit, like it's like I wouldn't want nobody's kid to go through some shit like that. But I don't know, so it's like me having a son, it kind of did change of like how I looked at things, like, you know, as far as like even like another person, I like kind of look at it a little different, because, you know, it's like now it's like, fuck, that's somebody's kid, you know? And I fucking love my kid, so if something happened to my kid, I fucking, you know, so
Yeah.
I would already know how it is for somebody else. So it's like, I look at that shit a little different, like.
That's grown man shit right there, baby. I appreciate that, my dog. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that a whole lot, bro. And I feel like that. I feel like that too, bro. It took me a little longer to feel like that, though. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, I 100% feel like that. So that's kind of like what I was saying earlier, that I apologize about going down that road.
Yeah.
But I just don't want, like, you know, and especially in this rap game. Let's talk about the rap game, bro, right? There's fools from different hoods, bro, you know what I mean? But everybody has the same dream. It can be your enemigo, bro, but they have the same dream as you, bro. Mm-hmm. I mean, they have the same dream as you. And the dream is to be successful at what you love to do, what you're doing. Like, would you say that you love doing rap music?
Yeah, hell yeah, I love doing that shit.
It's therapeutic, right?
Hell yeah.
And you're good at it, bro. You know what I mean? And so these dudes could be from your enemy's neighborhood, it could be any neighborhood, we'll just say. You know what I mean? I don't want to say your enemy's neighborhood. Any neighborhood, they all have the same dream, bro. You know what I mean? And so I get it, bro. It's the streets and it's rowdy though, bro. You feel me? And motherfuckers, you know what I mean, sometimes lose their head. I lose my head sometimes too, dog. So I get it, but we gotta just try to find a way, especially in 2025, of not to come unglued. You feel me? Not to come unglued and understand that, hey, yeah, bro, I don't like you. I don't like where you're from, blah, 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 woo, woo. But you know what? We have a lot of things in common, though. You know? We both Mexican, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? Whatever. A lot of things in common. Same dream, you know? And why would we want to steal that from each other?
Yeah.
You know? Just like, you know? But I get it. It's gangbanging, baby. You know, it is what it is, but I felt like I just wanted to put that out into the universe right now, dog. You know, because I think messages like that sometimes get lost in the sauce, you know what I mean? Like people get too hyped up around the hype, you know what I mean? Like I got the homie banged out right here, right? I got Big Dog, I got Problem right here, you know what I mean? Basset, right? You know, homie, Bop, you know what I mean? You know, but we can talk about some positive shit too. Yeah. We can put some good things out into the universe. Yeah. You know, and that's sure. and so the people that aren't a part of this lifestyle, they're like, all right, cool. We like that. You know what I mean? People are attracted to positivity, to be honest, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. You know? I'll tell you this, bro. There's times that I put up a post, bro, of something we say we did good within the platform. You know what I mean? And then I could put up a post with some drama, right? And the positivity a lot of times, bro, if it's a great, you know what I mean, level of positivity, it will succeed the numbers of the drama. Mm-hmm. You know? People like it. It feels good. You know, I mean, how do you feel? What's your drama level that you deal from day to day? Is it high? Is it low? Is it medium? Is it all over the place?
Man, I fucking do all types of fucking drama. Like,
yeah. So, do you ever think about how can I fix this? How can I lower the levels of drama? Or does it stem from the individual? Does it stem from the environment?
A lot of it's me.
Okay. So you're the root of the problem because you are
for
a problem.
sure. I've already figured that out. Like fucking probably for a little bit. I mean, not like that recently, but I fucking realized like fuck, like a lot of this shit, if I would have just not
lost your head, been cool.
Yeah, like if it would have been none of this shit that's going on would have been happening in my fucking life. But I mean,
we live and learn, right?
Yeah.
And as long as you can survive it, then you know what I mean, you can make changes as you go.
Yup.
But the first step is to recognizing it. And salute to you on that too, my dog. Real shit.
Yeah, cause I know like I just like want shit my way all the time, but like I know fucking a lot of the times I'm like, I don't know. I just be kind of stupid. I don't know. Sometimes I'd be stupid. And I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm a fucking, you know, and sometimes I still don't get in my way and it just makes shit worse. And I'm just like, fuck. Like, fuck was I doing? Like, why the fuck, you know, like, and I knew that it was gonna, like, every time I get into shit, I always already fucking know, like, the consequences. Like, if I go run the fucking streets, what's gonna fucking happen? Like, I know what's gonna happen, but I still fucking do it. Or else I could just kick it, but instead I want to run the fucking streets. Because I know if I just kick it, I could just maybe write a few more songs, chill, network. But then I run the streets and fucking, I could fucking end up dead or in jail or some shit. And it's just like, why the fuck do I keep doing it? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just something I don't know. It's just this fucking, that life fucking, I guess, attracts me sometimes. But it's just like, I know it's like, what the fuck? Like, bro, like, you're not going to fucking go nowhere with it. It's not going to get you nowhere. It's not going to get you a fucking pad. It's not going to get you fucking everything you want. Like, it's just going to, you're going to die or go to jail. That's all it is. And I try to tell youngsters that all the fucking time. Like, fool, you do this shit, you're going to fucking die or go to jail. That's it. There's no fucking college fucking degree. You're not going to get a fucking pad. You're not going to have a badass hyena. You're not going to get none of that shit.
There's
like,
no retirement.
Yeah, like, so it's like, you know, but I don't know. But I know, like, people, like, hear I tell a lot of youngsters this, and then they see me doing the total fucking opposite. So, like, that's just like me. I don't know why the fuck I don't take my own advice. Because I'll sit there and tell a youngster, like, hey, you know, like, don't do this, you know, ooh, this, and that. And I'm right there fucking, there I go fucking doing this. Right after what I just told him not to do, I'm doing it.
You know, brother, we are human beings, bro. And part of being a human being, bro, is being hypocritical, bro. I am 100% hypocritical. And I'm not trying to be hypocritical. Like, I'm really trying to, like, hold my shit down and stand on my shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But, like, Dick, I'm a fuck up. You feel me? Even at 48 years old, dog, I'm still a fuck up, bro. You know, and I still slip up and do stupid ass shit. And motherfuckers I hear from these fools, like dumbass motherfucker, old ass fool, sit your old ass down, you know what I mean? You know, but you know, hey, but our intent, the intent, right? The intent is in good spirit, right? When you're talking to the homies, you really mean it.
Yeah,
you
I do.
You just ain't hitting the pookie, you know what I mean? Hey, dog, don't do this, you know?
Hell
Shit
no.
is bad for you. Blowing out mad clouds, and they're like, shit, you look like you feeling amazing.
Fuck.
I love methamphetamine.
His one and only true love.
My one and only true love. Methamphetamine is, man,
Hell of a drug.
It's a hell of a drug. I know you guys don't have those type of problems in Basset, right? I know there's nobody up at 3 o'clock in the morning just getting ready. Ironing at 3 in the morning. What the fuck? I'm going out. It's 3 in the morning. I'm gonna go pick up a hyena, homie. She been up for 3 days, dog. You know what I mean? She's been getting ready for 3 days. Bitches get tweaked out and they take forever to get ready. Like, bitch, you still put on your face? 3 days later, she's ready.
Oh, man.
So you went to so growing up, it was a little tricky because both of your families are part of the neighborhood. Your grandfather, you said too?
Yeah,
well?
from Basset Chicos, yeah.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. So you were really, really raised up into the lifestyle, bro. You really a hood baby. You one of them hood. Were you like one of the baby kids? You know what I mean?
Nah, there was kids younger than me, but I mean, I was the youngest one. I was running the streets right there on my block. It was just me and one of my neighbors. We're the same age and shit. It was just me and him, but he was like a straight, like, he was the kid that we used to go to his pad and fucking, cause he had the Xbox and fucking, he had all the fucking, you know, GameCube and all that shit. We didn't have none of that shit, so fucking, He was the kid we would go to his pad and he had the pool in his backyard type shit, you know?
Oh,
so,
damn, yeah.
So we would go over there, so fucking, but, yeah, like, fucking, but I was, like, probably, like, the youngest, like, doing all the dumb shit, always fucking, you know, like, getting into shit, fucking, going to fucking my neighbor's houses, just doing dumb shit, just fucking always running, but I would make sure my grandma would tell me, once that fucking street lights on, you're back in the pad, you know, so
okay.
I would make sure, that's the only time I would make sure, because my great grandma, everything she would tell me, I respected whatever she said, you know, but.
Did she raise you?
Well, yeah, she was one pretty much that raised me and shit.
Your great grandma?
Yeah, my great grandma. Well, my grandma, but my great grandma, my great grandma's one that raised me. My grandma was there too, but she raised me too, so it was like both of them really, but my great grandma's the one I would go like for everything and shit.
Shout out to the grandmas, man. There's a lot of grandmas that have raised their kids. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
You know, and they the real MVPs in a sense. And it's a different, like my girl, bro, my wifey, bro, she was raised by her grandparents. And so she kind of got like an old soul. She different, bro. You know what I mean? You know, and shout out to my girl. She's probably watching right now. Matter of fact, shout out to all 600 people tapped in for Problem to Goon right now, man.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button, man. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, when you're raised by grandparents, you know what I mean, it seems like the kids are raised different, the way super old school in a sense. You know what I mean? What was kind of some like something good that your grandma would cook, bro, for you?
Well, honestly, when I was younger, my great grandma I would just eat bean burritos. That's all I would eat. Literally, like I would just eat bean burritos. Like
was it freshly made beans or
like freshly with the homemade tortillas type shit.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So that shit was fucking fire. Like that shit was the fucking bomb ass shit. And then it would be I remember she would make orange rice with chopped up hard-boiled eggs and that shit. I don't know why that shit was fire.
Orange rice with chopped up
hard-boiled eggs, like little dices of fucking, and that shit was bomb. I don't know why she put it in there, and I never see nobody do it ever again. But my great grandma's when they used to do that shit. That shit was bomb as fuck.
It sounds bomb, bro. It's kind of like almost like somewhat of a representation of a spread, almost. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, for real. Yeah, that shit was fire.
Yeah, just all you need is throw a little mayonnaise up in that
Yeah, hell yeah. Mayonnaise used to make everything bomb.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So how were you in school, bro?
Well, I used to be real good in school. I was real good in school until up to second grade and shit. Second grade is when fucking that's when I started fucking up. But from kindergarten, all that shit, I was like real good at math, drawing shit. Like I was always drawing and shit, stuff like that. But yeah, fucking second. That's when that's what I was doing real good like in the beginning.
You know what? It's interesting, bro, that you said second grade because I did really good academically up to the third grade. And then after the third grade, I just don't know what happened. I just got dumb as fuck, or maybe I didn't give a fuck no more, or maybe I was just sidetracked on maybe personal things that were happening within my household. You feel me? That was overpowering our thought process. You feel me? Because at that age, it's really, really, really important, bro. You know what I mean? That you have somewhat of a peaceful household. You know what I mean? But if it's chaotic, you know what I mean? It's hard for you to think, especially if you got the ADHD and all that other shit. I got that shit, dog.
I think I have that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably do, but I don't know. I mean, I don't really know if I really am diagnosed with fucking ADHD, but I know my mom has said I probably had it or some shit. I don't know if she was talking shit or if she was serious, but...
You know, bro, honestly, I was just thinking about it 2 weeks ago. And I was thinking that I might be a little autistic, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I was thinking about things that I've done in the past. And I was like, bro, that's like shit that autistic people do, bro. Like I probably have a little autism. You know what I mean? I'm a little I'm retarded for sure, bro. Right? You know what I mean? Like the hood retarded. Like, you know what I mean? It's cool to be retarded. Like, hey, that homie's retarded. It's like, hell yeah, dog.
Yeah,
you're
like
retarded
that was
too.
Stupid. That was just some crazy stupid shit.
Yeah, like you were like people are like mad you use the retarded word, but shit, back in the day, homie, that homie retarded. Like, and you're like, fuck yeah, you're outside about 3 rounds and shit. You know what I mean? I'm about to get. But anyways, we all have something going on with it. So school. So second grade, bop. You know what I mean? Bop. You fucking take off and you doing your thing. I mean, your schoolwork is not on your mind no more.
Nah, I was just kind of like just being a fucking dumbass. Like I was just always getting kicked out for fights. Fucking just being fucking. And I don't know why the fuck I was doing a lot of that shit too though. Like a lot of it, I was just like, why the fuck? Like, cause I try to think about it now, right? Cause I fucking went to rehab for a little bit. I remember I fucking was like, I was like trying to figure out like why I was doing a lot of shit I was doing like before fucking I am now. Like what the shit I was doing, and I still don't know why the fuck. Like, I mean, there's shit going on in the house, but it's not like, oh, I got in a fight at school. I'm always fighting kids at school because this fucking happened in my life. Like, no, it's just been like, I just fucking like, motherfucker, what you looking at? And like, just get off. And that's how it was. It wasn't like fucking like, oh, I'm mad because my mom fucking is doing this at the pad and fucking let me go beat somebody up. Like, it was just like, whatever was going on at the pad, was like, I didn't give a fuck about it. I was like, oh, fuck, here we go again. You know, like.
You were just active on the streets.
Yeah, like.
You were with the functions. You look like that type of dude, bro. You know what I mean? It's always like on the guys, mad dogging everybody. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you never got, why does that homie ever smile, bro?
I be smiling a lot though. It's just motherfuckers like be like. I mean, me, I'm very protective, you know. Especially like, you know, if I'm with my lady or my son or something like, or like I'm very like, I don't like motherfuckers staring. Motherfuckers stare. I hate that shit. Like, why are you staring at my fucking kid? You know, like for what? You know, so
It's kind of weird, bro.
yeah, you know, like fucking. What are you staring at me for? Like,
Well, that's why I don't invite Casey to none of my birthday parties no more, bro. The way he looks at my kids, bro, is just. You know what I mean? My lady's not cool with that shit, bro. You know what I mean?
oh hell no.
Fuck you, Lucky.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's
Look at that
crazy.
guy with that little hat. What do you think
that's
of that little hat he's got on, bro? I mean,
Hey, why is it there's always like that one guy like in a show, like there's always that one creepy looking guy that's like,
yeah. Look at this blowing kiss, bro. What the fuck, bro? Super creepy. As soon as he said creepy, he was blowing a kiss simultaneously, dog.
it's the mustache, low key. Like, why is your mustache shaved like that?
Yeah, bro.
That shit's hard, dog.
You said it's hard. That's right. I like the confidence.
It's not a mustache, it's a butt stash. Whoa.
I don't mean to clown you, bro.
Nah,
but I
nah,
just,
you're
like,
good, bro.
He likes,
it's just, I'm just
he
like,
likes the abuse, bro. He loves the abuse, bro. He doesn't even like to get paid. He's like, just fucking abuse me, Lucky.
Hey, but problem, you gotta take me to Chris's Burgers after, dog.
Oh. Hell yeah, fool. We're gonna get you that double up on the fucking Basset style, bro. Like, hey, I want this guy to die by next week. 3 heart attacks. Hey, nah, we gotta do a vlog on that, bro. How will we do a vlog on Chris Burgers, bro?
Hell yeah, we do.
just like a foodie blog or something.
Hell yeah.
That'd be fun. Huh?
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I looked at the
I just
menu,
did one of
bro.
those too. I forgot I did one. I just did a vlog too with the
A food vlog?
Yeah, food vlog with the tacos tacos tejon. I don't know how it's pronounced. My Spanish not good. Yeah, tacos tejon and fucking we did a little thing where they brought like a gang of like chips and shit, and I was faded as fuck, and we just started eating the chips, trying them out, and it was cool though. But I forgot about it, and then I remember he tagged me, and it just came out recently, and I was like, he calls it Foos Try episode 1. So we're gonna do a second one. He wants to do a second one and stuff like that. But yeah, it was cool because it made me laugh, and I showed my grandma. I sent it to my grandma. I remember.
She
liked it. Yeah, she was laughing about it, so it's like it was cool. So something that people could like, you know, because everybody thinks like, I know a lot of people like when they see me or they run into me, like they kind of like don't like, they get like, I don't know, they fucking, I don't know if it's the face tattoo or what, they just kind of like avoid me, or like they I don't know, they just act like scary around me. I don't like that shit. Or they're always nervous, or like they feel like, and it's like, bro, like there's nothing to be nervous about unless you fucking did something to me, like. Then, you know, like, then there's something wrong, obviously, because I'm a fucking, you know, but I'm do my thing. But if it's nothing, like, what the fuck are you being nervous from me? Like, if you know me as a person, I'm cool. Like, I can laugh. I'm like a regular person every day. But, you know, I just have fucking tattoos on my face. But it isn't.
You look a little intimidating. Like somebody doesn't know you and shit, and it's like a regular dude. You know what I mean? Maybe like a Casey or something like that. Like he's acting super cool right here, bro. You know what I mean? But if you see you on the streets, he 100% walk the other way, bro. You know what I mean? Like, cause he
I
kind
put
of
my phone in the pocket and everything.
That's fucked up.
Put his phone in his pocket. Why is that the thing? Like fools are scared to get their phone jacked or something?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, Casey would know that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's one of those guys.
I almost lost one.
you don't
And
got
I never done that, bro. I never done. That's the crazy part. Is I hate people that do stuff like that. Like when I see, like when I was in prison and I would like be watching the news and shit. 'Cause that was when I watched the news a lot. And I used to see like videos of like fools robbing like people, like regular people, and it's like.
And it gets you mad, right?
It used to get me pissed off because like I never fucking robbed like an old lady, or I never even robbed my own fucking mom, like for like, or took stuff from my mom, or I never done no shit like that. I stole really. I never really stole shit. Like, well, if I did, it was from a fucking, you know, like a store, like candy and shit like that. But like I never went in like an innocent regular fucking person or a hyena, like take her purse. Like I never done that. But
I feel bad when I was younger. I fucking robbed my pops for a couple of his guns, bro.
some straps. I mean, yeah.
Some straps, bro, straight up. He fucking had that shit laying around, and you know, I got in the hood, bro, and I needed to get strapped up, so I just copped it from my pops. He just didn't get nothing for it. And I still feel bad about it to this day, you know what I mean?
You're the fool that rolled up with the muskets?
Yeah, no, I had a long ass motherfucking rifle, bro, like a hunting rifle, dog. They're like, Dad, Lucky, where'd you get that shit from? You know what I mean? I was like,
You have a lighter?
Yeah, there you go. start getting yourself a little bit in trouble and shit. What was the first time you got yourself arrested, though?
When I was like about 12, like I was like 12 years old. I was like about 12 years old for fucking bullshit ass fucking little vandalism and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When was the first time you went and did time?
First time I actually did time, like time was when I was in prison. Fucking, that's when I started doing like real time and shit. But I mean, like I don't know, I don't really consider fucking like 2-3 years as real time, anyways. Though, like all this shit has been like like little, high speed chases, fucking GBIs, fucking shit. Like it hasn't been no fucking like. I mean, to me, real time is like one motherfucker does at least like 10 plus years.
100%.
That's some real time. Like anything else you're complaining about like a year or two, like that shit ain't nothing. Like that motherfuckers do fucking 27 years on their head type shit. So
and we've had a lot of individuals that have been here from life sentences, that have done that type of time. And those dudes are the coolest dudes, bro. I mean? A lot of the dudes I've had on here, bro, it's been for, hot ones, you feel me? They kill us, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they got busted for it, and they did the time, and now they they
deserve what they do, what they got going on.
But they're some of the most nicest individuals that I know to this day. What they're doing within the community is great, and what they're doing for themselves, most importantly, is amazing. The way that you can change your life around, and just shout out to those individuals, man. But they're the most humble dudes that I have on here, man. Doing that type of time will really fucking humble a man. I mean, to get out from doing that type of stretch and get back to your old ways, homie. Damn, dog.
I mean, I feel like that too, but like even certain places will fucking humble your ass. Because I remember when I was in LA County, like the place that humbled my ass was when I was in the gasser chambers in fucking High Power, and that's when fucking I was just like, fuck, like this is like
they had you in High Power.
Yeah, well, I was in 3100, 1750. I wasn't back there for almost like 2 years straight, but. For staff assaults and shit like that.
Okay. So so 100%. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been through the gang module, 3400 row, Able row. They call it Assassin row. That's when it was a 6-man.
Assassin's row, and
that's when it was 6-man cells back in the day and shit. That shit was fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, I heard some crazy ass stories back then.
Yeah, man. But so you've been to you've done time, but you've been to some places that other cats haven't been from, like 1750. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of people haven't been to 1750.
No, that's kind of like within the hood, like, hey, that's a little bit of a stripe on the shoulder. You know what I mean? That's just the way it works within the streets.
Simon,
you know what I mean? So 1750. I mean, how was it in 1750?
Yeah, 1750. What was worse was 3500 because it was the classification where we get classified when we talk to fucking to OSJ and shit, and OSJ classifies us and they tell us where we're gonna go, if we're gonna pretty much be K-19 or we're gonna go back to fucking mainline, but.
And K-19 is like the keep away, right?
Well, it's K-10, right? So
K-10 is the keep away.
K-10 is keep away is high power, but when you're K-19 is your active high power, and then K-18 is active. I mean, K-18 is a fucking high power PC. So that's how they separate it. So like when you're on the bus or you're like walking, because they have us close sometimes. But like you could just look at the wristband, and because it's all red, so you just gotta look at the wristband, because there'll be homies that'll get on the bus like, oh, I'm active, and they'll be like, oh, where you at? And they'll try to take like some shit, like mail or whatever. So it's like you just look at the wristband, like, let me see your wristband, and they have a K-18 and they're not active. So
okay.
Yeah, that's how you. Before it wasn't like that, because when I first got there, it was only K-10s.
Yeah.
But this is something new that they just added.
They implemented, huh?
Yeah. So now like homies can like pretty much figure out who's good and who's not,
So kind of like I guess it just makes it easier for everybody in general, including the deputies, right?
Yep,
They're like, hold up, they got that wristband. Keep him away from these fucking animals over here. They're going to chew his ass up, I mean, LA County Jail is no joke. Yeah, to this day, right? I mean,
it'd be cracking off. I mean, it's not as active as back in the 90s and shit like that, but like, even it's a big difference from 2015. When I was first got there in 2015, my first time when I was 18, like that's when I fucking got into riots and shit. Like that's when it was like there was no cameras. Now there's cameras in the fucking county jail. So like when you go do something, you gotta do a hot. It's like you're gonna get caught regardless, and they're gonna give you a DA referral. So you're gonna get like probably 5 years for a smash out. Like so it's just like it's kind of not it's not all crazy like that anymore. But I mean. It's calmed down from 2015, and I'm sure from when you were doing time over there, it's calmed down a lot, so.
Shit, well, I've been in 3 riots in the LA County Jail, man, and shit, those are like real riots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's really, really, really popping. You know, it's close quarters. You know what I mean? Close quarters. Let me paint the picture for some of you guys. It's close quarters, and it is dense with inmates, convicts, right? You know what I mean? In other words, there's just a lot of people packed in a small place. You know what I mean?
In a small cage place, like
yeah. If we're talking about like say like an East Max or a Super Max, but then you got the county jail, Old County. You know what I mean?
That's even worse.
As soon as the shit cracks, or you know what I mean, the doors crack. I mean, you know what I mean? Or
when it cracks off when you're stuck in a cell. I've been through there where it'd be three different races and me by myself in a 4-man cell. Those riots are the ones that fucks. Those are the ones that used to be fucking. It's like fuck. I'm right here with 3, and it's like I'm gonna get fucking smashed on like until fucking who knows when, you know. So
I've been there, bro.
That shit's a fucked up place.
A lot of people don't know that feeling, bro.
Yeah, that's a fucked up feeling.
That's a real feeling. The homie just said right there. You know, to be in the LA County Jail and to be in a fucking, say you're in a 6-man cell, you're in a 4-man cell. You know what I mean? You top or bottom theta, right? You know what I mean? And there's tension, right? And so you know there's tension. Everybody knows there's tension. But you're the only homie in, say, a cell with, like, say, 3 black dudes, right? You know what I mean? It's like, damn, homie.
Yeah, I mean? Like, fuck. Like, this shit's gonna fuck. I'm gonna get fucked up right now. Like,
But it's a part of the game, and it's a part of the rush, because us as gang members, ex-gang members, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever you represent with, you know what I mean? We're thrill seekers, you know what I mean? And that's an attraction to the game, you know? Even though, like, it's like, fuck, we're thinking about reality. If this shit pops, I'm gonna get smashed because, you know what I mean, I'm outnumbered in here. But at the same time, you know, we kind of like that shit.
Yeah.
You know, the risk, the thrill. You know, the dopamines, get them dopamines going. Speaking of dopamines, brother, have you ever, you said a while ago that you had went to rehab one time, so you have suffered from
addiction.
What kind of addiction, if you don't mind talking about it?
Anything. I used to do a lot of shit. I used to do a lot of drugs.
Yeah. What was your drug of choice?
Meth and heroin.
Oh, damn. That's all. That's like opposite of the tracks in a sense.
Yeah.
I mean, get high and then get low, or get low and get high.
Sometimes I used to mix it and shit.
Oh, damn, like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's just pulling you in every single different direction and shit. That's one hell of a high right there, dog.
Yeah.
So you had to go to. It put you in a.
No, I put myself in rehab.
Okay, no, but I'm saying it puts you in a dark place at the time, right?
Okay.
Because when you're fighting addiction, it's just like it's you and your demons, bro. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, it's a fucked up place.
It's a fucked up place to be. Are you in a better place now?
Yeah, I'm all right.
You're working on it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. You look healthy and you look good, brother. You know what I mean? But it's the first time meeting you, bro. And I've had cats come on here that were tweaked the fuck out. Gone, bro. I've had dudes that were just nodding out right here. You know what I mean? And so when I see you right now, you look nice and healthy, and you look sober to me, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know? But that's not business that we need to put out there, bro. You know what I mean? I apologize about that. But anyways, yeah, dog, I just fucking slammed the fucking 30 cc's, dog, before I came in here. Lucky, is that what you want to hear? No, that's not what I want to hear, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't doing the no jumper thing right here, bro. That fool.
That's crazy.
Hey, that fool Adam 22 getting ready to move to motherfucking Kentucky, homie. He packing his bags and he's gone, bro. He said I had a...
For real?
I think so. I think it's in the
Smart
making,
move
bro.
for him.
Huh?
Smart move for him.
He's created enough damage within the city, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
So where they're going to turn on him, they're going to be at his house.
He didn't respect the streets, bro. He hasn't respected the streets, bro. He's sold it out. But at the end of the day, it's them dudes' fault. We don't got to go down that road on this conversation. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I see that coming to I think that baton, that 20 no jumper might be getting sold to somebody else. Who knows? Maybe Whack 100. Anyways, but if you have a podcast, you have a platform, you have street dudes, bro. You can't abuse the platform and put dudes. I mean, it's intentionally put dudes in fucked up predicaments just for content, dog. Can you crack the door down, please? Yeah, no, you're good, bro. It's just, you know what I mean?
You want to do some ads real quick?
Yeah, let's do some ads. Lucky says he's working out flex.
That's right.
Fucking Dante, you dirty. Yeah, let me do some ads and we'll be right back with Problem, baby. Let's go. If you got to use the restroom, bro, yeah, for you, whatever you want to do, if you can chill, you're good, bro. You know what I mean? Do me a favor and fix that camera a little.
Let me zoom in.
Yeah, no, just get it that way, because it's got the homie in the. Go that way, more, so it gets you more in there. Oh damn, Right there's good, dog. Get a little more. Right there. Thank you. That's good right there. All right, guys. What up, my dogs? Appreciate you guys tapping in right here. Shout out to all 673 people. You know what I mean? Hey. Yeah, hey, we're sponsored by Shockaware. All right, Shockaware is more than streetwear. It's culture, lifestyle, individuality, and self-expression through clothes. Shockaware.com. Use Hoodstocks15. Get yourself 15% off. Looking for some good quality cannabis? I mean, quality cannabis. Hit the folks at Killakush. They specialize in bringing the best quality available from OG to exotic. They got
it all, baby.
Hit them up on Instagram at Killakush.Los Angeles, or pull up on them at Drip Fits Apparel in Whittier for the latest Killakush merch drops. Okay, and they're located at 13800 Leffingwell Road, Whittier. All right, we're all sponsored by Ozempic Vince. Hey, check it out. If you guys need fucking a TRT, right? You trying to, you know what I mean, bulk up. You trying to feel good. You want to get that motherfucking aches and pains out your knees and shit. I mean, the shit works, dog. I'm going to hook you with my dog, Ozempic Vince. You need the TRT? Call Ozempic Vince right now or text him, 714-269-1900. Call in all bakers and chefs. Upgrade your kitchen with Origin Bakery and restaurant equipment. Top quality ovens, mixers, and more at unbeatable prices. Perfect for your next culinary creation. Visit Origin today in South Omani or check them out online. Origin Baker Equipment. That phone number is 626-579-3580. We're also sponsored by D. Leo the Jeweler. All right. Hey, you guys need custom jewelry, you need gold, get at my boy right here. His number's 323-899-0001. We're also sponsored by the Piping Company. All right. You need plumbing, piping, service. The homie Vic takes care of IEOC LA, and his phone number is 714-468-2828. Okay, and we're also sponsored by Rottweiler Mafia. Hey, you need a Rottweiler pup. This is one of the best breeders in the United States, and his phone number is 424-666-9929. And we're also sponsored by criminal defense attorney Doug Sherrod. If you need a good criminal defense attorney, the best in the city, I'll tell you that right now. KingKonglawyer.com is how you contact Mr. Doug Sherrod. And we are back with Problem. Yes, sir. So since you've been doing the music, bro, how much material you got? You got albums out?
Nah, I just
have 2 years, right?
Oh shit! Forgot my fucking earphones.
You're good, doggy.
Nah, I just been doing singles really. I've been doing nothing but singles. I have probably like a few fucking albums, but I just haven't. I don't know. I'm just stacking up fucking a gang of music. Like I have a gang of fucking songs on my files, but. Like a lot, like I don't know why the fuck I haven't been dropping like I should, but I don't know why I haven't. I mean, it's just like there's certain shit why I haven't too, but I've just been stacking up on a gang of fucking music. That's it. But
are you under any type of label or anything like that? Or are you just independent artist?
No, I'm an independent artist. I have my manager, Tussin Entertainment and Motive Entertainment. Those are my managers, and then
shout out to the fellas that are here today, man. Shout out to Malo. Shout out to Motive. Let's go.
But
those are the boys right there.
But like I really want to start my own label, really. But yeah, I want to start my own shit. But I mean, I'm not part of a label or nothing. I'm just independent.
And so you're kind of like, you're a businessman. You're thinking outside of the box opposed to just being the artist. Sometimes an artist just wants to have the spotlight on them, but you can see yourself in the back, kind of like, directing the traffic and making that money same way, bro.
Yeah. Because I mean, like every time I get into studios with like people younger than me too, I feel like I kind of motivate people to like work a little extra harder than usually they do. Because a lot of people get in the studio and they kind of just like sit and drag and like. They just, just get in there and just do it type shit, but, and then I like seeing like a lot of, there's a lot of rappers that I fuck with that I'm seeing them fucking, but I already kind of seen it was going to happen, I'm seeing them go, it's happening, it's slowly happening and shit, but like Young Sueño's like one of the, he's a younger rapper, like Vero Young too, and Little Boy Mikey, he's another young rapper, like a lot of these young rappers are like, I've already done songs with them and shit, but those fools like I like seeing like youngsters like blow up like that, because it kind of keeps them away from the streets type shit, That's why I want to start my own label, is to really focus on like people like young, because like a lot of these fools have gifts and shit, but it's like they don't have real jobs and shit like that. So these fools end up robbing fools to get studio time, or they fucking slanging drugs to get studio time. They end up in jail. So it's like I want to like kind of like like take that fucking little like shit away and kind of like be the person like these fools could. Like, they don't have to fucking go slanging. All they gotta do is stay out the hood, stay in school, come here after school, boom, do your shit, record. We gonna do the videos. We gonna have somebody do that. Like, I'm trying to have some shit where it's like, it kind of like just breaks that barrier where like these youngsters don't have to like do the shit they know to get into the fucking studio. Cause like a lot of these fools can rap, but it's like they can't get in the studio, like, you know? And so it's like, I'm able to get in these studios. Like, I want to bring them around that, you know? So that's what I really, like, what I'm trying to do is really focus on, like, do something like that. Because, I mean, I like my music, you know, it's going wherever it's going, like, but, like, there's a lot of these fucking youngsters that I hear their shit, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck are you not, like, why ain't nobody, like, investing in you or, like, you know, like, but at the same time, too, like, the money shit, that shit's fucking, it's fucking cost money to do all that shit, too, you know? So it's just like...
Resources, bro.
Yeah.
So you can be like a pinnacle part of just giving resources, you know what I mean, to the community at the same time making them your artists, right? You know, and that's dope, bro. I like that, you know what I mean? And I like everything you said about that too, you know what I mean? Keeping kids in school, you know what I mean? Bob, you know, it makes sense. And so it always comes down to just like resources. You feel me? You know, within the inner city, like they don't have the resources, man. Kids don't have the resources. They don't have the money, and like you said, they got to do stupid things to make the fucking shit connect, make the dots connect, man. You know, and yeah, man, that's important. And a lot of people, man, need to. I think right now it's kind of like a Chicano renaissance in a sense, within the Raza community, bro. Like, motherfuckers are blowing the fuck up. They blowing up with music. They blowing up with comedy. I mean, motherfuckers are really doing their thing right now.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna do it any time, this is the time to do it. You know what I mean? Because I believe that you know the community has motion right now.
Yeah, it's crazy that happened because I remember like I never thought about fucking like really rapping. Like, I used to mess around when I was like probably like real little, like fuck around. I used to say some stupid ass rhymes like just to fuck around, but I never ever see myself trying to do music really, like, and it just happened when I started doing fucking poems in prison and shit, and like being in the hole, being in jail, being in the hole and shit like that. I would fucking write poems, and it just became, one day I fucking got out and I was like, fucking, I'm gonna start doing this fucking the rap shit. Like, it wasn't like, you know, something planned and shit. So it's crazy that like the time it's happening is when like you see like even like the radio fucking shows, it's mostly Mexicans on the radio shows now, like Power 106, 92.3, it's like it's mostly Mexicans now, like, you know, so it's like, it's a trip, but...
That's fucking dope, huh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's amazing. Finally, man, motherfuckers are getting a little bit of recognition besides, you know, just recognition from the labor in a sense, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like Mexicans are hard workers. Yeah, motherfuckers are hard workers, but motherfuckers are talented too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what's crazy? I went on, have you ever been like on any type of vacation?
A vacation?
Like a vacation, yeah.
Nah.
No? Like you've never been outside of the state on a vacation for a vacation?
Nah, I mean, like I went to Mexico, but like it was like not for like no vacation. It was just like kind of just go do something and come back.
Is there somewhere that you'd like to go to? Like a maybe Bahamas, or I mean, is there anything that you ever think about?
I've been hearing people say Bahamas, but I don't really know what it is. I just like are like different spots I always hear, and they're like, you don't know what that is. I don't know.
You're like
I never even been to Lake. What is it? Lake Havasu or whatever. I haven't been there, so it's like I haven't really been like into like shit. Like I've been to Vegas, but like I went to go sell a G-Ride and fucking, you know. So
G-Ride.
I never fucking. It never been like, you know.
So that's a long paranoid commute right there. You gotta be on a sick one all the way through. It's like, bro, you're in the desert. There's nobody out there.
But yeah, I never. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I want to go somewhere though. I don't know where the fuck I want to travel to. Probably like fucking. I don't know. I want to go to Russia for some reason, but
okay.
I want to go to Japan. That's what I want to go to. Is Japan.
Man, Japan looks sick. Mongo's out there.
Yeah,
right
Japan.
There.
They have these tea shops. They have these tea shops. Where they have fucking owls and shit flying in the fucking tea shop. Like, I'm trying to fucking go fucking do some shit like that.
Motherfucker, you. Forgot that rubbing alcohol, bro.
I want some of that shit too.
Could have sworn you were a tequila guy, bro. I mean,
well, most bodybuilder foods or workout foods drink
vodka. No, it's cleaner alcohol, right?
Yeah,
it's
less
cleaner
carbs and all that shit.
100%, dog. The reason why I was saying if you ever been on vacation is because I went on a cruise one time, dog, and I didn't realize how talented Filipinos are, bro. Filipinos are dude. I went on this cruise and it was like everybody. I don't know. It seemed like all the workers, the singers, the people that served you the food in the restaurants. They were all Filipino, bro, and they were amazing entertainers, dog. There was a Filipino dude singing like Barry White. There was a fucking Filipina singing like any good black woman that's an artist, bro. Aretha Franklin, bro. Like, bro, it's a known thing. Do you guys, anybody know that about Filipinos?
Yeah, they love dancing. They love Kobe Bryant.
They're talented, bro, as fuck. Filipinos, bro. Yeah, and that's why they own the cruise lines, because they're just, I don't know.
They're the labor of the cruise lines.
They, in a sense, right?
Yeah, they're the laborers.
And it's crazy because those cruise lines, they pick up different people from different countries, bro. And then they drop them all off once the cruise is done. It's weird the way they do that.
The cruises are nice. I want to go on one next year.
You got to get out, dog.
Yeah, I know. I went to fucking, where did I go? Fucking, I went to Disneyland. Fuckers.
Were you that fool with fucking Mickey Mouse ears, Mad Dog and everybody?
Nah, fuck, I went to.
Scaring all the kids.
Nah, you know what's fucked up though? I'm not gonna lie. Is my son was on the fucking tablet more than the fucking. I was trying to, like, I mean, I was fucking more tripping out and everything, but he was tripping out too. But like, he was kind of like on the tablet for a little bit, and I was like, what the fuck, like, fool, like, why don't you like look at fucking everything that's going on around us, like, and it's like fucking, it's crazy. A lot of kids are like that now. Like, they just kind of like glued to that shit, like.
Well, it was my number one babysitter growing. I mean, with my two girls that I raised.
Yeah.
Because I got other kids, but my two girls that I raised, like, man, that shit was a lifesaver. When you trying to do shit, you're just like, man, give them the tablet, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And little as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Like, shit, they already swiping and
double
tapping. And I was like, damn, these kids are talented as fuck.
That's just fucking crazy. But I don't know. I don't like the tablet shit. I don't like that shit.
Because how do they know how to choose the videos they like and they don't even know how to read and stuff?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
That's just crazy too. Yeah, he go on YouTube and he fucking Shin Sonic, where the fuck that is, but it's like some crazy looking Sonic, bro, and he likes that shit. It's like a creepy looking ass Sonic too, like a fucking, like a Sonic, but with like long legs, like a demon type shit. Like he likes that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's up with you, bro?
You're like, and then you're like, yeah, no, that's my son right there. That's my son.
That's my boy.
That's my boy. I always have those YouTube families do like families, and they make a ton of money doing it, and it's always in my house because of my girls. But families that do like videos in their house, like nonstop vlogs and streaming of just doing different shit, juice boxes, sandwiches. They're like weird things. They get real creative and shit, and they're fucking like crushing the fucking airways, bro. Like these fucking videos have like 100 million views. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
crushing it, bro.
What the fuck? Who wants to watch that?
Yeah,
dude,
bro.
And you just know the dad is.
I have to watch it because you know what I mean. Like these girls, bro, they own me at the crib, dog.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
They be trying to punk me out all the time, bro. Like, get me a juice box. I'm like, man, that's a little nicely, but all right,
bro. Have you seen that one channel where that mom? Where she's a mom and she reviews cars with her husband and her son. It's the craziest. I got into it because I'm like, there's no way this woman knows all this shit about cars. And the dude's back there just like fucking, just ready to fucking yell at her, you fucked that up.
There's so many different ways to make money off of YouTube, and you just don't know a hit. Like they got the people that just like my girls. They show me something and they watched it all day long, and they said it's very pleasing, or they use a different word, but they're playing with like squishies, and it's just a hand, bro, with a squishy.
Oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that shit's a fucking trip. Yeah, that shit. Yeah, fucking Trudy Booties fucking watch that shit. I should watch this show all the time.
And here we are risking our life doing this hood podcast. And the damn squishy channel is just fucking killing it. You know what I mean? Like, bro, what crazy, the fuck is wrong with us, dog? I need to go cop a fucking pallet of Play-Doh or something like that, dog. Just fucking some fools tatted up playing with Play-Doh.
That shit would probably make fucking views though if you think about it.
Yeah, fool.
Stupid ass shit.
Everybody's just making big dicks and shit. You know what I mean? Trying to hit you with it. It's like, fool, what the fuck?
That's hilarious, dog.
Trying to hit you with an orange dick.
That's hilarious. That's fucking good.
That'd be a good channel, huh?
That would be great.
Well, everybody says fools. Everything is fools nowadays. Everybody's just really riding the wave of fools. You know what I mean? So it'd be just like fools playing with Play-Doh. You know? and it would probably do crazy numbers. Be me, Tame, Motive.
You do a set kind of like Chow right there in the Chow.
Malo over there.
All big guys playing with Play-Doh.
Just a bunch of big dudes
Fuck.
playing with Play-Doh, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, the social media world. I mean, what kind of music did you grow up on, bro? Like in regards to rap music that kind of like inspired you to, you know, like
36 Mafia, Triple Six Mafia, Brother Lynch, Too Short, Bone Thugs, fucking Tupac.
damn.
Fucking Easy.
And that's a little outside your age bracket in a sense. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, but because my uncles, I would be
Yeah.
like 5 years old, and my uncles were bumping that shit. They used to have a 5 CD player.
Yeah.
And I put the CDs in that motherfucker. I used to be going through that shit all fucking day. Brother Lin Chung, Season of the Sickness. I'm putting that bitch in there. Boom. Fucking. I used to put the 666 Mafia because I used to like the old 36 Mafia, like when they was with that riding the shit, all that that fucking that shit was hard. Their new shit was cool, like the Pop in My Car. I didn't really like it. That was like getting into something else. I liked their shit when it was like more like gangbanging shit. Like I liked all the gangbanging shit for some reason. I was a kid. I don't know what the fuck Brother Lynch was talking about, but I used to be in the room fucking right there, like singing along the whole song and
Fucking
shit.
chips and clicks.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but fucking
It just sounded cool as fuck.
yeah, and fucking I just grew up listening to all that shit, and fucking I like it was hard for me to like get adapt to these new fucking rappers, but cause I was like, it took me to like fuck, like until I met my fucking baby mama, like I was like 20 something I think already, and fucking she put me on all this shit. I never knew about like all the like a lot of shit that she showed me. I don't know none of that shit. I was like, but this shit was fucking hard as fuck. But it's cause I was stuck on just like the 36 Mafia, Brother Lynch, Tupac shit. I would never listen to nothing else besides that. So fucking she showed me a gang of shit, and that's when I started listening to like all like, well, Peso, I found him on my own. I was listening to Peso, I remember before, like when he was out with that 6 Block song, and then he fucking blew up. I remember I used to show her shit, and fucking nobody knew about him, and fucking I remember I always used to bump that 6 Block. That shit was hard. And Life I Live and a lot of those songs. And now he's fucking already doing songs with like NLE Choppa and shit. I'm just like,
Bro,
damn.
is that song hard? That 2x2, 2 plus 2,
yeah, that
bro?
shit is hard. Yeah, the NLE Choppa, I've seen that shit. That video's even vicious too. But
That video is crazy with all those graphics and the way they pop that shit.
yeah, that shit's crazy. But yeah, so like it was like, I was listening to like a lot of like SOB, RBE, I was listening to like, gang of like newer shit, fucking Zaybang, fucking CML, like I started listening to all that shit, fucking Peso's like an artist I like fucking with right now. He's hard as fuck, Peso.
You know what? I'm really proud of that homie in a sense. I don't know him, you know what I mean? But, he's one of the fellas from the, from the Southern California, you know what I mean? From the streets. And I'm just really like, and he made out of, I don't want to say out of all of them, but out of a lot of them, he makes me proud in a sense because, he can rap, bro. He can rap and he's doing some cool stuff, man. And he's getting his flowers, you know what I mean? And he's, bro, like shit, man. That fool's coming. And the Rolling Loud had all the bunch of homie artists on that shit.
Yeah, a bunch of homies, yeah.
That's
hell
crazy.
Yeah.
Never in the history of Rolling Loud.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
That is nuts, bro.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, the homies are the hot commodity right now, baby. I mean, this is the time right here, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's why you gotta just start dropping shit on their head, dog.
I know, I do.
You gotta start dropping it on their head, bro. Just go crazy with it. Just say, you know what, fuck it, this next 6 months, I'm gonna give them fucking hell, dog. I'm gonna put all my energy into this shit, and I'm just gonna hit them fucking left and fucking right, dog. I'm gonna use this aggressive nature with the music, and just fucking go hard and see what it does. You know what I mean? Give yourself, sometimes you use like 6 months on me. Fuck it, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, and block everything out, dog. Tunnel vision, my dog.
Cause I know my sound is different from I feel like I honestly feel like my sound is different from every rapper that's out right now. Like, my sound, I don't think nobody has the sound like me, and like a lot of the beats I fucking I rap on, like I haven't heard nobody in like Cali really like rap on beats and sound good like that, fucking on beats like that. But yeah,
it's like a big thing, I think.
What did she say? I'm sorry.
Because a lot of people are like kind of like, what she says, like people are blocking my blessings, like
People are blocking your blessings.
Yeah.
And can you give me an example of how somebody would block your blessing?
Well, it's just like, I mean, I'm fucking kind of, I mean, I don't know, like in a way I'm blackballed, like in a way, but it's like, you know, people fuck with me or whatever, but it's like I'm blackballed, like in a, like, there's other podcasters that have told me literally, like, man, there's people that called me and told me not to fuck with you, like, and it's just like it's a fucking trip, because it's like, why, like, I wouldn't do that shit. I don't hate on nobody, like, you know, like, fucking, like, even, you know, like, with the fool on the other side, like, I don't, he's doing his thing, whatever, that's cool, like, he's doing his thing, but, like, I don't focus on, like, you know, like, I'm gonna try to call so-and-so to make sure he don't go do this, like.
You know what, bro, what's crazy, bro, is I don't ever get those phone calls, dog. But then again, if somebody knows me, they know I don't play that shit.
Yeah.
You feel me, dog? You know, like, I thank God for that, bro. I don't really get those phone calls now, thinking about it. Like, you know what I mean? Fools call me up, hey, don't put that fool on, bro. Like, nah, bro. And maybe because I don't accept that type of energy in a sense, you know what I mean? You know, maybe someone would say, hey, dog, maybe like a heads up, like, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes I like to see the way it plays out. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, I've had some sketchy dudes come in, and I was, you know, it was kind of like, you know, he's kind of like on a slippery slopes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, well, shit, if the dude pulls up for the interview, then fuck it, you know what I mean? Let's see if he pulls up, you know what I mean? You know, and if something, you know what I mean, that happens to, you know, transpire from it, then it is what it is, you know what I mean? It is the streets, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but it's not something that I, you know what I mean, that
See, but then people do that too, though. Like they try to say, like, you know, like I'm reckless and shit like that or whatever. Like fucking, I don't know, just people just I don't know. I don't know why they're fucking hating on, but it's just because, like, I'm starting to like feel like I sound like a lot better than a lot of fucking rappers right now. Like, just me personally thinking, like, I feel like I sound better than a lot of these fucking rappers that are fucking up higher than me. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, why is it? I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Maybe
though.
sometimes you gotta readjust the energy a little bit. You know what I mean? Instead of just like take away the street energy, right? You know what I mean?
That's what I do need to do, because I know, like, a lot of situations I get into with different rappers and shit, like in the streets I would handle it a certain way, but it's like I've handled certain shit with this rap shit, like in the industry I handled it a certain way that I shouldn't have, and fucking now, like, it kind of like people are just like, you know, like, I guess, like, think, I don't know, bro, like, fucking.
Well, the first year, like, and once again, bro, we're back at where we need to be at, dog. Is the first step is just understanding what it is. You feel me? And knowing that potentially adjustments can be made. You know what I mean? You know, and we're in control of those, making those adjustments. You know what I mean? You know, but I think about it sometimes. The more nicer I am and to people, you know what I mean, the more love I get. You feel me? And sometimes I don't even want to be nice to some people. You know. Because my shit is really like, I'm an asshole, you know what I mean? You know, but I got love, you know what I mean? You feel me? But what do they say? Something like you get more honey with, we'll call it, there's a saying, it's an old school saying, you know what I mean? But anyways, energy is important, man. And showing love, you get the love, you know what I mean? And sometimes you just gotta fucking, I don't know, maybe you gotta put some of that shit to the side, bro. You know what I mean? And then you start seeing now the blessings start coming or something. I don't know, dog. You know what I mean? I'm thinking out loud as I'm talking to you, as we're talking, right?
Yeah.
You know?
No, I mean, I know.
I was just thinking it's a vicious cycle. You're giving him advice, and you know he was talking about how he gives advice, but he does the other thing.
And now I'm doing it to him.
Now you're doing it to him.
Then I'm gonna go do the opposite now. No.
Nah, I know. I don't know. Fucking man, it's just fucking.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, we're complicated.
I just
right?
don't take disrespect. Fucking, I do not take, like, motherfuckers think like I don't know, like a lot of these rappers are not really like fucking like what they really rap about, and it's like I got into situations with them, and it's just like fucking, you know, I don't take that fucking, like, you're not gonna like think, I don't know, bro, like fools be like saying certain shit, and the way they say it's like, fool, like that's not how you talk to somebody, or it's just like. And I got into it, certain fucking people, and they're fucking, you know, like, kind of like up there probably more than me, and they fucking whatever, fucking probably cried about it and fucking whatnot, but I don't know, it's just, I just don't take motherfuckers disrespecting me. Like, you don't fucking disrespect me, then fucking, you know, like
I mean, disrespect is disrespect. I get that, bro. You know what I mean? And sometimes I think about it and I say, like, so we understand the rap game, right? And especially, we're very critical within the homies, you know what I mean? Because if you a gangster, you know what I mean? You're always you got somebody under another you got another fellow rapper under the microscope, so to speak, you know. Because we're judgmental by nature, in a sense. You know, I think everybody is, and especially within these streets. The streets are very judgmental. We're with each other. But I was thinking about it. I'm sorry about this, dog. But what I'm trying to get at is, I was thinking about, well, damn, these dudes kind of like. They just fuck with each other. They don't give a fuck. Like some dudes that are doing music and other dudes that are doing music at a high level, they fuck with each other. And maybe they don't really respect 100% of what they're doing, but I think they put a point where they just like, hey, this is business, bro. You feel me? Because I've seen some rappers that outclassed another rapper, but they went and did a song, and this is why I thought about it, because they went and did a song, and I don't want to put the names to it, but they went and did a song with this other rapper, but this dude is a way fucking better rapper, dog. And I was thinking, like, why would you go and fuck with him? But then I was thinking, well, the dude is kind of popping. He's buzzing because of his, say, personality or something like that, you know? He's popping because of that, but his music, he probably doesn't respect the dude's flow, but he respects his notoriety at the time, so it's a good business move for him. So all those feelings, all those emotions, I guess you put it to the side, and that's the way you get to the bag. Or some dudes get to the bag, you know what I mean? I don't know. I've never been in the position
I'm
like that.
sure that's how it works.
But I'm thinking that's what it is.
Yeah, it works like that. Yeah, I mean, it
right?
does. It does. There's motherfuckers that do it. They're like, you know, then deep down they fucking know this was fucking trash, but they're just like fucking, like, fuck, this was popping right now. I'm gonna go do a song with them. But like, I've heard fools like in the cut, like, be like, but this was shit's weak as fuck. But this was shit. I could go bump this was shit. I could bump Problem, but I can't bump this fool. But they go and work with the other dude instead. So it's just like.
Well, you know what I do hope, bro. I'm good on that, brother. Thank you. I got to get up early in the morning for work, Mr. Motive, sir. You know what I mean? I wanted to say something right now. I forgot what I was gonna say. Look at this food, bro. You just drinking that vodka like water, dog.
He chases it with the freaking pre-workout.
And he's chasing it with pre-workout, bro. And he's got goat written on his shirt. This dude is a. How is it having Motive and the homie Malo as basically managers right now?
Well, I mean, it's just started. It kind of just barely started, you know. But
and that's good. They're good homies, bro.
But yeah, but I've been already fucking with them since, you know, when I first started fucking with them, like fucking I forgot how long ago it was, but yeah, and then fucking I started like I went to studio sessions with them where they have all the homies and shit.
Yeah.
And I like being around a lot of homies, and I mean, sometimes I don't. Sometimes when I write music, I like to be myself. But I mean, it's been cool because I gotta fucking do some songs with like little youngsters that like I see they're gonna go far in the music and shit. And it's a cool environment. Everybody's fucking just, you know, just doing their thing. But yeah, like fucking the way they do shit, the way they do their little when the studio sessions are fucking cool. Like I just need to learn how to just kind of like I think what I need to start fucking doing is part of like. Really like stop, like just leave fucking like a lot of shit to just like leave that shit to the birds. So like, you know, like we kind of like move forward more. But
so you can eat a little bit.
Yeah,
you can eat better, yeah?
But I, you know, I'm still working on that because like, you know, I don't know. I just certain shit. Like I said, it's like fucking kind of, you know, like fucks me a little bit. Like I just don't tolerate certain shit, and I kind of like I feel like I'm doing already a lot by just not doing shit. So it's just like. I feel like sometimes I should just fucking like, man, fuck it, like, you know, it is what it is. But I don't know. I just
it's hard being a rapper, huh? Because you put yourself in circles.
I mean, I feel like it's not, because if you're a rapper and you're not really a fucking gangster, then it's easy as fuck. But if you fucking, you know, like you're in your fucking water all the time and you're really out there, like, you know, like you're in your hood, you know, like you're doing whatever you're doing, like, yeah, it's fucking hard, you know, because. That's the way we fucking are, like the way we do shit is way different than these rappers that say they whatever they live by and shit. Like,
but you gotta adjust, right? Sometimes?
Yeah, so yeah, that's what it's hard for me because I have to adjust to like these like little fucking motherfuckers that just be bullshit. But
I feel it, you know. And what I wanted to say, I lost my train of thought. But what I wanted to say is, I hope this podcast, you know what I mean, just redirects the energy, the frequencies, bro, and opportunity and greatness comes your way, bro. You know what I mean? Because it sucks, bro, when you feel like you know, you're getting blessings blocked, and sometimes we might be the root of our evil in a sense, right?
Yeah.
From those blessings. I've been at 100% down for years, bro. The root of my evil. You know, nobody's fault, bro. You know what I mean? The war is within myself. You know what I mean? But I hope this podcast is a pivotal point. It's a pivotal point in your career. You know what I mean? In your life chapter, bro. You know what I mean? Your family's chapter, your sons, your girls, you know what I mean? That positivity starts coming your way, bro. Because right now I'm putting it in the universe, bro. I want you to get blessed, bro. I want you to rise up. You a hood baby, bro. You know what I mean? You know all the old school rap shit, dog. Why? Because you were raised with the uncle, the Theos, everybody else, bro. Like, you deserve to eat, brother. You know what I mean? You deserve to eat. So if you feel like you deserve to eat, bro, you're going to eat, bro. But sometimes we got to fix ourselves first a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you said, and we talked about it.
Yeah, I got to fix myself for sure, but...
And this isn't no fucking, like, what do they call it, bro, when you go to fucking get therapy or something like that, dog? But I just like having these conversations because it's therapy for me too, dog.
Simone.
In a sense, dog, you know what I mean? Because I'm talking to myself at the same time. That's dope. What is one of the hardest things you've been through in your life, bro, that really put you in a dark place, bro? I mean?
I guess kind of like,
what does that sound, bro?
I don't
yeah,
know.
no, I heard the sound too.
Let's restart the board real quick.
Check 1 2 1 2. Are we good on volume?
Yeah, we're good on volume, but it's coming.
What is that? Oh, it's that? Oh, it's not that.
No.
Who's this right? Oh, you took the stickers off. Check 1 2.
It's gone now.
Yeah, it's all good. It might be that the way you have it up like that. No, it's not that.
No, I've been had it like this the whole time.
Oh, okay, my bad.
When you
dog.
muted the first one, it went off.
That was his.
Hello.
Wait.
Hello.
What's going on that channel?
Oh, that's on yours. It's coming your end, bro.
Alright.
It's coming your end, dog. Fix
Keep
yourself.
my mind. Keep it muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. See what did that? Are we still good at the volume right here? No, it's back.
Yeah.
What is breathing?
It's
What did he say, bro?
It's more than breathing.
It's more than breathing. Oh, fucking vodka dragon breath over there, fool. Just fucking light his breath on fire, fool.
Oh yeah, on 2, I remember on April 26th, I'm gonna be at the Ezekiel Flores fight, and they're gonna have me walk him out.
That's sick, dog.
Yeah, he wants me to do the gang shit. One of my songs that kind of like blew me up, you know. One of the songs everybody started recognizing me was from my gang shit, but yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Why do you release? And that's dope, brother. Congrats on that.
Yeah.
That's one of the a lot of rappers. I'll say this: a lot of rappers. That's like a cool thing to have. And
I've been wanting. I was talking about doing
to
that
walk
shit.
somebody out, bro.
on the
That shit
hood.
hard, bro.
I was seeing everybody do it too. I was seeing a lot of
Not
fools do
everybody
it.
does it.
No, I mean like I seen other fools doing
yeah,
it, and I was
exactly.
like, damn, like I want to do that shit. But I've been wanting to do that shit for a cool minute, and then once the opportunity came, I was like, oh what? Like that shit tripped me out. I was like, damn, that's tight. Like you don't get pumped up to go beat the fuck out of somebody listening to my shit. Like hell yeah.
How do you feel about when it comes to lyrics, bro? Do you consider yourself a lyricist? I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, I
Do
feel
you place
like
importance on you know what I mean? Because it seems like you do, bro.
I mean, I honestly like a lot of my songs. Like, well, my songs before, like gang shit was when I wrote that in jail to like a little beat on the fucking on my chest and shit. And I just happened to find a beat by Rardo. It was one of the producers. He's a producer for that beat, Rardo. And I remember fucking that beat just fucking it just hit right. And there I was in the studio with Zace Hundo and fucking I did it. And I didn't think it was gonna go anywhere like that. And fucking we did the music video and fucking we dropped it and fucking Yellow Hill, King Little G, a couple like rappers that are up there were, you know, fucking with us. Savvy Third just recently commented on my video with the gang shit video too. So
Sick.
you know, like a lot of rappers that I listen to now, so I was just like tripping out, like damn, what the fuck, you know? But
and it's cool when you get the recognition from like colleagues in a sense, right?
Yeah.
Or peers, people that are in the same game, right?
Yeah,
because that's kind of like a stamp of approval, bro.
Yeah,
you're doing the
yeah.
right thing. You're moving in the right direction.
yeah, hell
And,
yeah.
and it's cool when homies come through and they tap in like that for the
yeah.
younger homies, you know what I mean, or any homies in a stage in their career, right? Gives you confidence, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Absolutely, dog.
I be tripping out on the rappers that be fucking like, you know, hit me up or fucking shit like that. I be tripping out on that shit like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I would never think I would be fucking be, you know, Devour will fucking DM me fucking before. So like, I just trip out on like different rappers that fucking have DM me and I just like, damn, what the fuck? Like, you know, I just trip out on that shit like, damn, they recognizing me. Like, I'm doing something, but fucking, I don't know what I'm missing, or I don't know what it is. Like, I don't really know. Like, I mean, I fucking, when I do my songs, I like, I fucking like to listen to a fucking little small, like, it'll be like the beginning of the beat before it's made, and Zace Hunter will like just do his shit, and fucking we always collab real good, like, with a lot of my songs. And those are my songs I did with him have been like deep songs. Like, I have a song to my son I haven't dropped, but it's like a song I wrote to my son, and it's like pretty much, like, I got deep into the lyrics, like, like about my addiction and shit like that, and like relationship between him and his mom, shit like that, like, and then got kind of deep into it. And it's a good ass song, but I know it's not gonna blow up as far as like, if it was like some gang shit, because gang shit blows up, because we're all fucking, like, it's like, oh, that's the thing. But when I do like real ass shit, like, there's a lot of songs I have, like Toxic is a real ass fucking song, and they didn't blow up like I thought it was, because I know it's a good ass song. Like, people can relate to it, but I guess like it just doesn't blow up like that for whatever reason.
You just got to keep on. You got to keep pushing those songs out though, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And then until you hit your Dear Mama type of song. You feel me? Because those songs are the most impactful. Those songs change the world. The vibrations go across the fucking every single country in the world, dog. And so I think those are necessary. And I really appreciate it. Like, kind of like as a little bit of older bro, that when I hear a youngster that's talking about his life, bro, talking about his struggles, I'm like, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. And so me, as maybe an older head, bro, that's what I tune into. Like, sometimes, you feel me? Like, I'm just like, oh shit. And so I'm like, oh damn, I'm like, you taking me on this journey with you. I'm getting to know you through this song right here. And oh shit, I can relate with you. Oh shit, subscribe, like, comment. You know what I mean? Me and you, we the same, bro. Hey dog, hey, problem?
Yeah.
Been there, dog. That's crazy, bro. That shit was hard, bro. Like, you move somebody's heart and soul, bro. It's crazy, bro. But if you move somebody's trigger finger, I mean, that's crazy too, dog. But I think
that's what I'm struggling with too with music right now too, though. Like, cause like, man, I be having like people's moms hit me up about like, their son likes my music and shit, and then it's like, but they're like, oh, but he's doing this type shit, and I kind of like, I'm like, fuck, so I try to like change the music sometimes and try to like, go into deeper like storytelling, but then I get caught up back in fucking gangbanging music. Like, there's a beat that I just like, and I just like, I know those are my type of beats, like those fucking like those evil like gangbanging ass beats that fucking like, and it's just like that shit too, like fucking, I don't like those songs sometimes because I'm like, fuck, when I listen to those songs I start getting like, I get all pumped up and shit. I just but I love fucking doing those songs. It's like my favorite songs I do is like all my like fucking gangbanging songs, like, but it's like, I don't want no kids to fucking go do it. Like, don't fuck, like, this is shit I live, but don't fucking go do it, bro. Like, cause
it's kind of like a conundrum in a sense.
Yeah, like, it's a fucking song. Don't go doing shit, cause it's just not gonna, like, this shit not a joke, but
buy the song.
But listen to the song. When you're playing GTA, listen to the song.
There you go. Yeah. There you go, dog. I like that, brother. I like that, man. You know what, bro? I was expecting just and I'm sure you got that side, bro, when it needs to be there and shit. But I was expecting a super wild dude, bro. But you seem really you seem very thought out in this, maybe at this stage in your life. Is this a stage in your life where you're starting to feel a little more thought out?
Yeah, I mean, like, as far as what you mean, like, thinking about shit?
Yeah, like, everything you've expressed, bro. Like, everything, you've been very vulnerable about your thoughts right here, bro. Which is amazing. And these type of conversations always connect with this audience right here, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 600 plus people. They you know what I mean? Because it's real, bro. It's real. Sometimes people feel like they got to come on a podcast, bro, and just be like, the Don Mega or something. You feel me? Just like, bah, 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 whoa, 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 bah, bah, bah.
Nah.
I mean, if you confident in who you are and shit, and people know who you are, it's already, you don't even got to say that, bro, because they already know who the dude is, right? You know? Yeah, man. And but I get it too, man, because this day and age that we live in too, right? Hey, Malo, am I wrong, bro? Tell me if I'm wrong, dog. I mean, people just like want to wild out because they want to do like a viral video, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They want to do some stupid shit that they got to wake up the next day and be like, fuck, dog. You know?
Well, I can't do no shit like that.
I mean, crashing out is fun. I've crashed out my entire life, bro.
No, I mean I crash out in the streets, but I don't crash out I won't crash out on fucking podcasts. Like,
Yeah, I've crashed out my entire life, bro. And every time I crash out, I go to prison, bro. Prison,
yeah,
bro.
see, that's like, yeah,
you know what I mean?
somewhere.
Fucking bop, fuck up a relationship. You know what I mean? Bam, I mean everything, bro. You can potentially think of crashing out on. I've done it all my life. So when they came up with the term and they were labeling me at one point because I did some fun shit. I'll say, bro, having too much fun on here, something that I really don't do, but when I do it, obviously it gets taken and it goes a little bit of viral. But you know what? But I thought about it. They're like, fucking Lucky, the crash out king, and I was like, hey, homie, what the fuck, dog? I wasn't feeling that at first, but then I thought about it. And I was like, yeah, shit, homie, I've been crashing out all my fucking life, bro. I am the crash out king.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not no more, not right now. Like, that's not a label I want to walk around with because that's not going to make my family proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to bring problems, unnecessary problems. You know what I mean?
I don't like they have like a name on Instagram. They always call me the fucking. I like it, but I don't. I mean, I like the name because they call me the boogeyman, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like it's funny because I'm just like, what the fuck? But I don't. I mean, like I don't know. Like it's just a funny name to me. Like they put me away every time they put a post about me. I'd be like, the Basset boogeyman, and I'm just like, that shit's fucking. That's tight. But
Well, you look like you eat gunpowder for breakfast, bro. I mean, and you chew rocks for dessert, bro. Yeah, bro. Someone. I'll say this, and I will say this with respect, bro. And fools say this sometimes, but when I put your post on YouTube, somebody commented like, "Man, that fool only got a face his mama could love."
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that's not the first time I heard that though. I heard that a gang of times. I've been at different prisons and homies are like, that's some fucking face only a mother could love. I'm like, I already heard that, dog. I already heard that shit before.
Oh shit! Oh, I thought you said you heard. I thought you said I earned that.
No, I heard that. Motherfuckers
it.
told me that gang of times. I heard all the fucking funny jokes, how I look, fucking. I need to say some shit.
You'd probably be a funny neighbor to have, bro. Like
I
you're just
talk
like,
shit.
You're
I
just
talk
like,
shit
what's up
early in
with
the
this
morning.
fool over here, dog? You're just kind of like, it's 3 a.m. You know what I mean? You just fucking keep on opening the trash can, looking around. You know what I mean? Casey, how would you feel if this guy was your neighbor right here, bro?
Man, I feel like my mic's off.
Oh, let me put your mic on. There you go.
All right, it's back on, man. I feel like this dude would have parties all fucking night, dude. All fucking night. Would never shut up.
For sure, no parties though. We ain't have no parties.
You know who the cop caller is.
Yeah, for sure he calling the cops.
Yeah, for sure he calling the cops, bro. He that neighbor, bro. You know what I mean? He admitted it live on Hoodstocks what he don't like. It's fucking gay, you know what I mean? And then he look at him, he's like, I told you to keep it down. He doesn't even try to hide it, bro. You know what I mean?
Can you see the letter?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, and then fucking my bad. Shout out to fucking Clumsy P13. Fucking we got our song, a music video out right now on Latin Beast TV. Palabra. I mean, my bad. That's my word. Fucking my bad, I'm faded.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check that shit out.
I'm gonna grab it, bro, and I'm gonna repost it on Hoodstocks, bro. You know what I mean? So these guys can watch it and shit, dog. And at the same time, and hopefully, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, shout out to Players Inc. Shout out to Players Inc. Lex Lucrative's clothing brand. Hit them up, Players Inc.
That's just tight, bro. He got the players. He got the LA
players,
with the gun with the extendo clip on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit
fool.
fresh.
Absolutely, dog.
Huh? Oh yeah, and then shout out to keep a blower on you. Keep a blower on you. They got the fire wax pins. Puffin, hit up Puffin. Shout out to Puffin. Puffin or nothing.
There you go. I want to thank you so much, my dog, for pulling up, dog, and spending some time with us, dog.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Tapping in with the channel, dog. You know, we've conversated in the past, and sometimes,
Hey, I remember that conversation. I was hot. I was like, this fool just hung up on me. Like, what the
I don't
fuck?
think I hung up on you, bro. Then maybe it was short,
and
bro.
then to top it off, he unfollowed me on Instagram. I was like, damn, that's the total fucking.
So okay, so everybody knows Lucky is Petty Wop 1000 sometimes. All right, it's not a. But I you know what it was, bro. I don't want to. You bringing it out, bro. So I feel like I gotta feel like. Were you the homie that said I gotta ask my homies if I can do the interview or if I gotta talk about my life story?
No, I said I was gonna ask the homies if it's cool to go on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I do every podcast. I make sure to ask the homies if it's cool. Like,
Okay.
that's it, you know.
Yeah, and so sometimes I get that, Or sometimes it's like, you know what I mean? What are we doing, bro? You know what I mean? But I get it though. Respect to the hood, to the homies and shit like that, dog.
Yeah, because
But
I mean,
you know,
a lot of people don't do that, but it's just like, you know, out of you know, like I just make sure it's my life, you know.
You know what it is,
shit.
my dog? I'll tell you. I'll be honest with you, bro. I'll be honest. And first off, I'll apologize to you again about that, dog. We talked about it on the DM, and I said, "Hey, dog, let's be friends, dog." You know what I mean? I never.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
No,
know,
I don't care about that shit.
I
Like,
mean, this is real life. Me and you right in front of each other, right? You know what I mean? But I deal with rappers, bro, and I don't like dealing with rappers.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And it was nothing against you, but sometimes other individuals, dog, can fuck it up for somebody else.
Oh, yeah, I'm already knowing. That's like with everything in life. You go and one person could fuck it up for everybody. It's just like in prison. One person could fuck up. We have a regular that's cool, everybody likes it, and then one person fucks it up for everybody. And it's like, you know, so it's like with everything. I already know, but.
So sometimes I get frustrated, dog, within the community and with some
like
of the
rappers and
some
shit.
of the homies, bro, because some of the homies, like you came in super cool, bro, you humble, bro. Like,
Yeah.
man, this was a great podcast, dog. And then some fools, like you said, that you don't like, bro. What you don't like is what I don't like,
Yeah,
dog.
exactly.
It's when fools are trying to do too much, bro.
Yep,
You feel me?
exactly. That's
Trying
what
to do
I'm
too
talking
much, bro. And those are the fools that I usually don't want to have on the podcast,
Yeah.
dog. And so, like, back to sometimes fools fuck it up for somebody else. I apologize, my
Yeah,
dog.
Simone. No,
I
it's straight.
apologize,
It's good.
dog. Yeah,
nah,
dog.
believe me, I'm already knowing. Like, that's with everything. But, like, you know, like, it's like people just gotta, like, a lot of people that meet me and they actually talk to me and they know how I am. I'm far from what people say I am. You know, like, a lot of motherfuckers say, like, you know, like, I'm this fucking, like, I don't know what the fuck they say, because a lot of people don't fuck with me because whatever they're saying, and it's like, fuck you motherfuckers that are, like, talking about me, bro, because that shit's like.
They gonna fuck with you now, bro.
Yeah, that
I mean,
shit's-
not because of hood stocks, but because of it was a good interview, bro.
Yeah.
And they get to hear your thought process. They get to hear you, bro, as a human being, dog, and saying, "Hey, check it out, man." Like, I'll be going through some things sometimes, you
Yeah.
know. And
Everybody does.
And
though.
sometimes it's not even on them, bro. It's on us, right?
Yeah.
I'll be taking, you know what I mean? Like, I'll keep it at that, bro. But I think that the blessings are going to turn around. They're going to come your way, my dog. You know what I mean? You got to fucking get yourself a good little game plan going and just fucking pop that shit. Go on a good little run and then just be like, all right, cool. Like, and see what it does, dog.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it'll do great, brother. You know what I mean? And I'll support you any way we can right here on Hood Stocks, dog. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
appreciate that.
You need me to fucking repost a fucking video, blah, blah. Why do you push everything through Latin Peace? Why don't you push through your own channel?
Because, like, okay, I had my own channel, right? I had my own YouTube channel. It's already like at 500, I think, subscribers, but I don't have access to it because I got busted and you know, they took my phone or whatever for evidence. So, like, I'm trying to get it back, but I don't know how to go through all that shit with the detectives and all that shit. So I'm just like, I'm kind of like trying to chuck it up as a loss, but at the same time I want it. So I'm like, fucking, hopefully they just one day call me like, hey, your phone is ready to be back, you know?
How about this, bro? You got to start a new channel. Don't wait for that phone, bro.
I did though, right? So I did, but it's like, I don't know how to, like, man, I'm going through so much shit with my distro kids shit right now. Like, I try to fucking, you know, there's no customer service for like distro kits, so it's like I'm trying to fucking figure out like how to change like a gang of shit, and I can't. So it's like my music, when I drop my music, it's going on to my old YouTube channel when I want it to go on my new one. I don't know how to change it.
I got
so
you.
It's like
You're
just
losing
like,
money.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
losing
So
money.
yeah, so
You're
it's
not
like,
getting that monetization. You're not getting that check from YouTube, and you need that check from YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a critical part of being an artist, bro. Is getting the monetization, getting money from YouTube and shit. So, yeah, man, maybe you should go through a different distribution, start up another profile.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, low-key,
New channel, bro. Hook that channel up to that one, you know, and then pop. You know what I mean? Maybe head in the right direction. But for sure, brother, you need to get those little fundamentals in the background situated before you start putting out new music, just so you have the peace of mind and the comfort that, like, all right, finally everything's in order. Like the inside's got to be in order before you.
Yeah.
I mean, you pull up and you show out and you give everybody that heat, dog. But I just want to thank you again for pulling up to the podcast, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Thank you so much. How can people support you, bro? How can they follow you on Instagram, bro?
Instagram is problem_DAGON. You can find me on all major platforms. Problem the Goon. It's problem space DA space Goon. You find me on all those platforms, Apple Music, Spotify. Just make sure you guys like and subscribe and do all that. But yeah, fucking TikTok, all that other shit, Twitter, all that. It's problem the Goon. Problem_the Goon.
If you could make a prediction for where you're gonna be at by the end of the year? Do you think about it like that at all?
Man, honestly, I haven't. I just been kind of going like day by day. But I mean, like sometimes I'll be like, man, I'm gonna be like fucking performing like at like main. Like I feel like sooner or later I'm gonna be mainlining some shit, but I don't know when. But I feel like I'm really gonna be like, I don't know when the fuck it's gonna happen. But I feel like. Just in me, I feel like sometimes I'm gonna be mainlining some like big ass shows like one day.
And you will too, dog.
Yeah.
You just gotta start pushing out the love, bro. Because when you push out the love, you get the love. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I do though. I show a lot of love to a lot of rappers that don't show love back, and I sometimes be like, man, fuck this dude. I ain't gonna like. And it's cause like we follow each other or whatever, but it's like the love I show them motherfuckers, they don't show it back.
Yeah.
And I just that shit gets me hot, but I just like. I don't know. I don't know what's the reason for it. You know, I don't know.
No, it gets anybody hot, bro. It gets anybody hot. You, bro. Once again, you're human, and we be in our feelings sometimes. Like even as a gangster, like sometimes we just like, nah, dog. You know what I mean? You ain't show me the same love or the respect back, dog. Pop. You know what I mean? I gotta cut you loose now or something. You know what I mean? We petty like that, bro. But when I say that, I wasn't just saying it to push you. It's something that I've been pushing. I always push, but I've been pushing real tough recently because sometimes people don't understand. They're like, how come I ain't getting no love? You know what I mean? It could be in the podcast even. You know what I mean? You gotta show love, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After the podcast, you know what I mean, we maintain a relationship. You know what I mean? Because I'm good people, bro. You know what I mean? And maintain the relationship with the platform, bro. And you're always gonna be a door open for you to come back for whatever you need, dog.
Yeah.
And sometimes cats haven't done that with Hoodstocks, bro. You know what I mean? That say we you know we do each other a favor in a sense. You know what I mean? You come on, you know, I invite you, you know what I mean? You know, it's a two-way street, right?
Sure.
But you got to maintain relationships, dog.
Yeah.
You can't just come on the podcast, they get ghosts and all of a sudden pop up and be like, hey, like, nah, dog, like, damn, homie.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how I feel, bro. You know what I mean? You know, maintain a cool relationship and I always got you, bro. You know what I mean? I'll stay solid with a lot of people that have been on this podcast that have stayed connected and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we gotta stay connected, dog. Stay connected with your people, man. Show love. Homie, post your shit, post his shit. You know what I mean? Even if you don't like the song, post the shit, dog.
I've done that.
Yeah. Right?
I've done that.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But anyways, brother, once again, thank you so much.
Yep.
Hey, we love you guys, man. Palm the Goon, support the boy right here. Yes, and we are